All right, here we go. The winners finals of the King of the Squad Shang tournament. It is in the top left, the red Terran, Olrin.
And spawning in the bottom right, we have our Protoss hero. He goes by the name Saver.
EVT. This is our diamond tournament in the King of Squad Shang. So both of these players are diamond plus, I should say, right?
Right.
I believe Saver is. I think they're both masters actually.
Yes, Ulrin was promoted
here.
either during or after the tournament.
Okay, fantastic. So this should be pretty high level StarCraft between these two. The winner of this match, of course, can make it to the grand finals, and the loser will go to the loser bracket finals for one more chance.
Yeah, this is going to be
standard stuff here.
Yeah, I did like the little move that Ulrin pulled there, blocking the
dog trying to get in the cast. Not sure there's room for him though.
Yeah.
This probe actually really low health right now. Gonna just make sure that Ulrin places down his expansion. And looks like Ulrin's gonna go for a Reaper. Pretty cautious start to game one. Oh, will he be able to get his SUV? He could actually snag this. He's trying to set it up. One shot. Oh, he misclicked, I think.
Oof. What a save. What a save.
Probably not the biggest deal if we got that SUV for Ulrin, but in tournaments, you always want to get that psychological advantage. I know in previous tournaments I've been in, if you can get that psychological advantage early on, really throw them off in this series, they're bound to do a lot better. But unfortunately doesn't get it.
Ulrin's gonna kill off the probe though with the Reaper now.
Yeah, in fact that probe was sent home a little bit late, so will get picked off if Ulrin's paying attention. Actually, this adept might pop just in time to save it. He's gonna try and get it.
Ooh, nice grenade.
And he should be able to escape now.
Very nice.
Pretty amazing Reaper control, actually. Nice job. Okay, this adept's coming across the map. The bunker has just started, so this is actually going to be quite difficult to deal with.
Yeah, it's amazing on some of these maps just how fast that adept gets across the map.
Yeah, I think that might have been Ulrin starting his bunker late. I think maybe he got his gas first, so slight misstep there by Ulrin, but he should be able to stabilize. He's getting a Hellion out. So once that Hellion gets out, maybe he can push this back. He really needs to target that SCV though. He's letting the CC finish, which is a big mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, Hellion's out. Oh wow, if he loses that Hellion, that really means there's not a lot of units here to defend these adepts. This might actually spiral out of control.
Yeah, 2 Marines are not going to do enough against these 2 adepts here. Widowmine could level it out.
Yeah, this could have been a disaster. If Saver had been able to prevent that CC from finishing, he could have been sitting here with an unfinished CC for at least another 30 seconds. So thankfully for Ulrin, he was able to complete that. And so he's not really losing as much as he could have been.
Yeah, and behind this, Saver's thrown down the Twilight, started up Blink, so we do have... And a Robo coming down as well.
Yeah, looks like pretty standard stuff here. His Hallucinated Phoenix is going to spot the medevac. And so Ulrin's going to know that this is not some sort of weird cheese. He knows that there's a sentry on the map. But, you know, Saver also knows what Ulrin's up to. So pretty good scouting on both sides.
So is this a normal amount of workers to be up right now for Saver?
Yeah, usually in this matchup, you're up somewhere between 6 and 8 workers. So this looks pretty normal. Nothing too weird. Does he see this mine drop? That was actually pretty sneaky. He is going to pull in time. Just 2 probes going down. Not too bad at all. And I think Olren's just going to sit in this little nook here, which is always super annoying. You can't really do anything about it. And it does kind of keep your stalkers pinned back at home. So nice moves by Olren.
Yeah, good play getting that mine out too.
Definitely. I specifically like this play because it prevents Protoss from moving across the map and doing any sort of mass blink stalker shenanigans, because if you move out, then their mine drop's going to come in, pick off some more workers, and so you're really incentivized just to kind of stay at home and play very passive.
Interesting. Olren not really doing a lot of scouting right now. Could do a little bit better job getting inside the base and seeing what's going on.
Yeah, I think his Widow Mine drop got a little bit of info, but he doesn't know that the Colossus is coming or the Forge. But he does know about the third base, so at the very least he knows that Saber is going for some sort of macro game, and Marine Marauder is kind of a composition that works against everything. So not the end of the world.
So we should see some decisions coming out of either player right now. Is Olren gonna go for a third base here soon, right?
Yeah, we should see that coming up pretty soon. He still hasn't saturated his naturals, so if he's going to be playing this a little more on the heavier aggression side, we might not see that until 7:30. But yeah, definitely should be coming down fairly soon. Widow Mine production on the way. Stim and Combat Shield +1 are finishing up. So he is going to be moving out for that big push. I like Saber's map vision. He's got a really good setup here. The pylon and probe covering the left side. Oh, is he going to see these Widow Mines? These are at a really weird time. What is that? 5 probes going down?
Yeah, I think
Actually,
so.
pretty good there for Olren.
Saber is seeing the army move out and does see a medevac split off with 2.
So this is going to go into the main. He started to disrupt our production. So that tells me he wants to angle this game towards the late game. I don't think he's reacted to this drop. So you said he saw it, but maybe not actually seen the drop move out. And this is going to get quite a bit of damage. There's a shield biter here, but that's going to get picked off very quickly.
Ooh. Good opportunity
Nice
for him to
denial.
cancel extended thermal lance here.
Not to mention the Forge upgrade getting picked off. So really, really good stuff here
Ooh.
from Owen, as long as he can get out.
Good pickup and leaves
Okay,
the
you-
Widow Mine behind.
And he really likes these dead spaces. He's just going to hide his medevacs back here. Really, really annoying stuff from a Protoss perspective. I love it.
Ooh, nice little
Actually,
Widow
he's going
Mine
to try
hit.
and boost out. This is dangerous, though. Okay, he does escape. Oh,
Oh,
not quite. 1 medevac going down. Not too bad, though. I think it's probably worth it overall.
yeah, they're in pretty even spaces here. I mean, Olren has a slight army advantage, but not by much.
Yeah, from this position, we should see Olren slow down the game. I think he's recognized that Saber is playing a very low econ game, not taking his gases at the third base. And so he doesn't really need to accomplish too much here with his bio. He can kind of just macro up, get his third base saturated, start building some upgrades, and figuring out where he wants to take his tech.
Oh, I guess we did lose the Forge earlier.
Yeah, the Forge went down. I think it had +1 attack. So it looks like he wants to compensate with a second Forge here. But honestly, not a massive deal. You can definitely replace those upgrades pretty quick. 2-2 coming down here for Olren. And it looks like he's mostly making Vikings for the moment.
Yeah, it's a really good call with the Colossus on the field, and hopefully he goes up to, what is it? Magic number about 6 per Colossus?
Yeah, maybe a bit less than that. Maybe like 3 or 4 should be pretty good. And I think he's already at that number now. He's actually teching up pretty nicely here. We got 3 ghosts on the way. Yeah, overall, I think he's just doing a really good job picking his tech units. Saber actually still on an extremely low probe count. So
Yeah,
I'm a little bit worried in the next couple minutes. It's definitely possible Oren can break him.
yeah, Saver
Actually, hold
does.
up. Oren also really low on SCV. I'm not sure why, but he's stopped at like 10 SCV at his third base. Would definitely like to see him bring that up quite a bit.
Well, we do have the 4th finishing up right now, so that could be sign of renewed SCV production, but not ideally, but this is a good way to get an exceptionally large army.
Definitely. So Saber has been setting up this whole time for some big aggression. He hasn't really been teching too quickly. And this War Prism is going to go uncontested. Wait a second, there's no charge. There's absolutely no charge in this army. That is a
Oh,
big mistake.
he just now starts it up,
Okay.
realizing the
Oops.
mistake.
Still getting some SUV damage though, not too shabby. And maybe more importantly, setting him up for this push. Great game sense by Oren, scanning at that moment to see the army. So he should be able to defend. But nice play from both sides, honestly. Really, really good stuff. Really good high-level
Ooh,
stuff.
Vikings getting some free damage off there, picking off one of the Colossus. He is going to lose the rest of them.
Losing the Vikings, but definitely worth it.
Ooh, good split.
Doesn't have concussive shell, but I think he should still be able to pick off that disruptor if he target fires it. And this is looking extremely scary. All he has is the Templar, which I think they should get EMP'd here.
Yeah, EMP all over everything.
And
And
that
there
is
it
going to
is.
be GG.
Saber tapping out.
Really well played by Oren. Actually, well played by Saber as well, but just a little bit too invested into that big attack, and it didn't quite end up working out. All right, welcome to the second game between Oren and Saber. This is the winners finals of the King of the Squad Shang tournament. In the top right, we have our winner from last game. He is Oren. Look at that little nice smiley star he has.
And spawning in the bottom left, our Protoss hero looking to come back. In game number 2, we have Saber.
And I think he played a pretty good game in game 1. I don't feel like he was outmatched or anything like that. I definitely could see him coming back in this series. Let's see what he has in mind for 2000 Atmosphere.
So I'm looking at Saber's setup here, and building the first couple of buildings like you're playing against Zerg here. Is that a good call when you're playing against Terran with all the ranged units like the tank?
Yeah, definitely an interesting setup. It's a little more vulnerable, like you said. The advantage is he's going to be able to get this Adept or possibly a Zealot across the map a little bit earlier. And so that can be nice if you want to put on some aggression.
Okay.
This is one of those maps, too, where you can't really wall the main base cliffs. So, yeah, not a bad choice. Definitely a stylistic thing.
Yeah, because on this map there is 2 jump up points. I don't know if everybody realizes that.
Yeah, you could wall it off with all of your buildings, but it's kind of pointless in the end because they can always jump up the cliff and still see your tech structure because you have to put both pylons to do that.
So, a pretty standard opening so far. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
No
Oren
Reaper,
has
though.
switched up a little bit, which is kind of surprising since I just mentioned how hard it is to deny a Reaper Scout on this map. But he has opened up Marine first. Maybe just because of the difficulty he had last game defending that first Adept, he's feeling like, okay, let's just go Marine first, make sure we don't die to that, get in a good position, and play out the mid game because I felt like the better player in game number 1.
Yeah. And
Second racks.
yeah,
We got a
third
3
racks.
now.
Yeah.
a classic. I've been seeing this come back into fashion lately. It's a very fun build. Had a couple students learn this build. Maybe not the strongest build, but definitely one of the most fun to play.
Now we did see a couple 3-racks the other day when we were casting the Metal League tournament. The gas timing hopefully is going to be a little bit tighter this time around.
Well, we're watching the big boys now.
I know.
We're watching the Masters players. Got a lot tighter builds, and maybe those Meta League tournament players are watching this right now, picking up some tips. We do see +1 attack getting started. We should see stim starting very shortly. That's one of the key mistakes we were talking about in the Meta League tournament.
Ooh, perfect.
And this should lead to a much stronger 3-Rex attack. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, absolutely. And we've got the Twilight and Robo on the other side of the map just to make it interesting.
Are you feeling any flashbacks to ladder? We got charge starting up.
Ooh.
Starting to look like a bit of a dirty all-in here.
Yeah. No gases at the natural yet for Saver.
Actually, I wonder if this is a response to 3-Racks. I don't think he's picked up on the triple racks, but he has seen quite a few Marines being built and no tech units. So there's a good chance he might just be responding to the 3-Racks. Getting this charge super fast should be actually a pretty good hard counter.
Ooh, how do you feel about the third going down with the amount of Marines that you've seen on the map?
Yeah, he actually should be able to get away with the third, assuming he doesn't make any more tech buildings. And I actually feel like this is the stronger way to respond to 3-Racks. In the past, in Heart of the Swarm and Wings of Liberty, we would often see very fast tech structures and then turtling on 2 bases to defend. But in Legacy of the Void, I feel like it's a little bit better to focus more on the minerals. And so, yeah, I actually like this.
All right.
Shield battery coming down. Will it be in time? It's actually pretty tight. And I don't think he has a shield battery at the natural.
No, just what do we got?
Combat shield not quite done before this fight. Yeah, Charge doing a pretty good job, but he doesn't quite have the numbers yet. Oh, we're going to angle over here, snipe the shield battery. I think that's all he's going to get. If he sticks around any longer, he's probably going to get overwhelmed.
Good decision making there to pull back and not get just totally swarmed.
Yeah, not too shabby. I don't think he got any amazing damage here, but I also don't feel like he's behind. He might have actually even traded a little better there at the end. So, yeah, nice stuff.
Oh, medevac production about to start up.
Yeah, and he should be setting up for another push here. It's 45 probes to 35 SCVs. Definitely feels like Olrin is cutting those SCVs a little bit to get these extra production buildings set up. But that might not be a bad choice. Playing on the aggressor side. Something Beyond likes to do quite a bit. Is this a mini Beyond nav?
This could be. It could be. I want to see the micro before I make any calls. I mean, Beyond's godlike.
True, true.
I don't know any other players that have had a unit be nerfed because of them twice.
Yeah, the Reaper you're thinking of, or was it both?
It was
the
both
Reaper
Reapers.
Both time?
Yeah, he got the Reaper nerfed twice.
What a hunk.
And he's ruined it for all of us Terrans for the rest of the time.
Yeah, and I think I saw him still doing it since
Yeah.
he's come back a few times. But definitely not quite as good.
We do have a Warp Prism drop into the main. Only 4. And quick response coming out of Olrin. I don't think he'll have time to warp in anymore.
That might go down, actually, with some proper kiting. Not quite. Gonna escape. And in this position, Olrin definitely behind a little bit in the economy, but let's keep in mind that he did have quite a bit of a faster engineering bay. And so he's going into this type of position here with 1-1 complete. And Saber just beginning his 1-1 right now. So very significant upgrade advantage here for Olrin.
Ooh, and we have a little attack at the third. Saver's not going to let him just sit back and do whatever he wants this time, being much more aggressive and just present on the map.
Definitely. Yeah, we're really getting a good idea of how Saber likes to play the game, and it's very aggressive. He's been aggressive in both games, putting on tons of pressure, keeping his worker count fairly low, and I think he's going to continue that. He's got Storm on the way, and he's got a lot of gateway units, so we should see an attack in the next couple minutes with Storm. Going to be incredibly powerful.
And currently, Olrin is missing his +1 armor, or +2 armor. There it goes. Starts it up now. A little nervous there that we might lose that. Ooh, good feedbacks on all the medevacs there. Loses
I like how
one.
both players are both trying to be aggressive here, clashing really hard, two aggressive styles.
Yeah.
And Storm is not quite done. He has the energy, but the Storm upgrade just not complete. Will he even need it though? Wow.
Ooh, Storm finishes.
Our Immortal's broken. Absolutely crazy DPS from these Immortals. Okay, Olrin is going to go for a drop into the main, and he should be able to get some decent damage here, but mostly what he's trying to do is buy some time.
Yeah.
I don't think that fight went exactly as he wanted it to, so...
Forces the pullback into the main.
Storm is now complete. Maybe wishes that was done a little bit sooner, but now that he has it, his army is looking super scary. And I'm looking at the production tab right now, and I'm seeing a very key building for Storm, only halfway complete.
Yeah, and that upgrade's not a short upgrade either. So the enhanced shockwaves, it's called for the ghosts, right?
Yeah, you don't necessarily need that upgrade, but for sure he better start up his ghost production real soon. I don't see any way for him to hold Saber's army here without the ghost. That actually looks like 6 Templar, almost 2 storms each. That's 12 storms. So if he doesn't get an EMP on those, that's going to be so much damage. And there are the ghost and the shockwaves, just to please Nav.
Perfect. Hey, you got to be on top of those upgrades. Every little advantage against the toss players.
That is a pretty sweet upgrade. And to think in the past, Terran players didn't have that. We had a little tiny EMP.
Well, you know, now we have to compensate. Everything's a little bit larger.
Ooh, I like this. He's got 2 Vikings patrolling in the dead space, which is a nice little addition based on last game and this game, I guess. Just cutting off that War Prism from harassing.
Yeah, Safer's not being very active with the Warp Prism since that kind of mid-game push into the main and then onto the third base there. Ooh.
Okay, these armies are positioning for a really crazy base trade. Although
Okay.
Orlin was able to spot those zealots.
Yeah, he's on top
So
of the
he's gonna
Zealots.
come back.
But he's already catching the attempted 4th base there, pushing towards the natural now, but being forced away.
There are 3 ghosts, but oh my god, massive storms out of Saber here. Really, really good start to this fight.
And 4 more Templars hiding in that Warp Prism there, so not over yet.
Yeah, definitely still a lot of energy. He is fairly committed to this push. He doesn't have any tech behind this, so he definitely wants to get a good amount of damage here, but still a ton of potential. Actually, I'm looking at the ghost. Is there energy for an EMP? I do not think so.
No, I don't. Let's see. It doesn't
Great
look like
split
we
there
do.
by Olrin, though. A new ghost here might have enough for 1 more EMP very soon. And he's going to have to disable 1 more Templar. It's looking scary.
Ooh, a storm on the... Oh, right on the ramp there.
Not like this. Yeah, and with 3 Archons left over, there are no storms, but 3 Archons with full shield is still very, very scary for Terran here. And it's not looking good for Olrin here in game 2.
Yeah, Ulrin down to 45 workers. Saber with a significant advantage. Just pushing in. Another storm hits.
Very nice storm to finish the deal, and Saber gonna take game number 2. All right, here we go. Game number 3 between Ulrin and Saber. This is the winners bracket finals, and man, these two are putting on a pretty good show so far, you know?
Yeah, really good games, really exciting, and can't wait to see what happens next.
All right, let's introduce these players. In the top right, we have the Blue Protoss doing a fantastic job in the last game, putting himself back up to a 1-1. It is Saber.
And in the bottom left, we have our Terran hero spawning in red. It's Ulrin.
Both players opening up pretty normal. Saber's going to go for the gate at the natural, which seems to be his bread and butter. And what do you think about this map? We're on Oxide here.
I don't think I have a lot to say about this map. This is one of the only maps that I've vetoed in my play. I'm not a big fan of having to take your third or your fourth around the bend there. It's just such a long walk to get to the other side.
Definitely, yeah. It does tend to be a little far if you go for that triangle-based setup. And I think that's one of the main features of the map is it's very easy to do any sort of 2-base attacks. So definitely a map that fits both of these players' styles. We'll see which one wants to go for something a little more extreme maybe.
Yeah, I'm really hoping to see some change-ups here from time to time. Maybe a 2-base all-in, or maybe even a cannon rush if we really want to go crazy.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit surprising. I think we've maybe seen more variation in the Meta League tournament. I actually expected to see a lot more variation at this level of play, but both players obviously very confident in their main styles so far, feeling like they have the edge. Maybe we'll see something crazy in Game 3 or Game 4 once these players decide who is better in the macro game.
Is this going to be a Stargate coming out of Saber? He hasn't started Warpgate yet.
Yeah, definitely could be.
Oh,
There's your
there it
answer.
is.
We see Warpgate now. Could still be a Stargate though. But I think he's more inclined to go for a Twilight here.
Ooh, a little bit of a probe pull there.
And he did let that Shade finish, which means this Reaper should be able to get at least one probe. Adept on the other side of the map though. This time Ulrin has made a nice adjustment. His bunker should be complete by the time the Adept arrives. So it shouldn't be as much trouble as the first game.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Very
so
nice.
Close. Well timed.
He does
Just
lose,
as it was meant to be.
He does lose 2 SCVs so far, but not a big deal there. Ulrin still
Sure, Saber not in.
poking around in the main. He does see that there's a Twilight down.
Yeah, so looking like a similar build from Saber here. Will he go for Blink or Charge? We'll have to see. Ulrin setting up for his Game 1 build, I believe. This looks like a Reaper into Mind Drop. Very standard. It is going to be Blink.
Blink seems like a good upgrade, especially trying to deal with the Woodhill Mine Drop. Just having
this is
that
a super safe build.
extra
from Protoss.
mobility there.
I think this might be a Showtime build. Double Adept into Sentry, getting the Blink, and in the Robo. I mean, you have amazing information with this build, so Saber, probably not going to be caught off guard a lot of the time.
Saver's playing a really defensive style right now. He's already thrown down a second shield battery.
Okay, Reaper gonna come into the main, gonna see the Blink, I believe. Yes. And so he has a really good idea of what's going on. Gonna be able to safely send out that Mine Drop, get his extra barracks and his eBay, and not really worry too much about any sort of pressure from Saber.
He lost the Reaper to the tickle beams of the Sentry.
Yeah, always funny when a sentry gets a kill. Although they used to be way stronger in the beginning of StarCraft.
Well,
Okay, this mine drop coming in here. Gonna go right over the Nexus, giving a little bit of a heads up to Saber, but also letting Olren know what he's doing. I'm microing that sentry a little bit.
good pull away.
Ooh, actually probably should have taken out that sentry there. Would have been a nice pickoff. Did that medevac go down?
Yes, it did.
Ooh, really unfortunate there. Big pickoff.
He does get the sentry over after all, though.
Yeah, that's definitely nice consolation. Saber overall, though, definitely got to be happy with that trade. Trading one sentry, and I don't think he lost any probes.
Nope.
So economy looking very, very good here for the Protoss.
He has stopped probe production for a little bit here. Just now starting it back up.
Yeah, he's been doing this in all the games. He's been playing this really conservative. Cutting his probes super early. Making sure he can defend this first 3 racks push, which Olren is really gearing up for.
Yeah, it looks like everything's going to time out pretty well with Stim +1 and Combat Shield finishing up within a couple seconds of each other.
Yeah, this should be a very strong push here that Olren can go for. He's been liking to do the multi-prong aggression, and he's up against a pretty
Saber's about to
here, so
Saber's
mine should be really, really good.
blinked into the main base here,
Nice.
delaying the
Gets
command
an
center a
SP.
little bit.
Being super annoying. There's actually a lot of damage for a very small amount of units.
Yeah, Olren having to pull everything back to the main. A little all-army action going on here.
Probably going to end up losing these. Actually, he recalls. Can he save all the stalkers?
Oh,
Not too shabby. Only losing 1 stalker for all that damage. Fantastic.
really clean aggression there coming out of Saber.
Saber going to feel pretty confident after that. He's going to throw down a second forge. I think also he has seen the 3rd command center, so he knows where Olren is positioned in this game. But this is a scary push. I'm not sure if he can defend this, actually. He's only got 1 Colossus.
Saber is getting a clear vision of all of it right now.
Zealot's going to charge forward. They do take out that Widow Mine just in time. I like the addition of this observer inside his army, really helping him snipe those mines. But he's got to be careful. His army's very Zealot heavy. Really nice control here, putting his Stalker and Colossus to the front. Going to be able to snipe those mines.
Yeah, Saber buying time here, getting out a second Colossus. That's going to really help in this next fight. Oh, a little bit of a supply block. Only 1 pylon just now starting.
Yeah, Olren trying to maneuver over here. The Observer does catch it, so he's not going to be able to find any damage over on that side of the map.
Oh, a little citizen's arrest there going on. Catches the Widow Mine by the probes.
Probes doing their part. Okay, these 2 medevacs are coming in. This has not been seen by Saber. He did move his Observer away, but there's plenty of defense. What is this? 2 cannons and a shield battery.
We got some map hacks going on here.
If anybody remembers Desro, these are some Desro cannons.
Oh, a little unfortunate. Saber just missing the landing of that 3rd command center.
Now, this is kind of a weird position here. Olren has his army cut in half, but this could end up being good for him if he can get us around. Really, really weird engagement.
Ooh.
Saber gonna panic. Recall out of here.
Oh, loses 1 Colossus.
Yeah, I don't even know who that favored. That was a wild fight here in game number 3.
Yeah, we do have disruptor production. Already have 1 disruptor out on the field. Could be a game-changing unit.
Last time he stopped at 1. This game he's going for at least 1 more. I definitely feel like this could be good against Olren's style. He didn't make any Liberators in the previous 2 games. He's been favoring the Ghost Viking, and Disruptor definitely a good composition against that. So we'll have to see.
Oh,
Actually, double Robo here from Saber.
we have a Widowmine drop heading out. Sees the Warp Prism in flight. Saber moving his army to try and intercept there.
2 harass units passing in the night. I'm not sure if either one of them saw that exchange there, so this could be interesting.
We do have
Yeah,
some...
neither one reacting.
Yeah, we do have a Templar in production right now, but no Storm.
Yeah, could be for Archons, or maybe some feedbacks perhaps. These Zealots getting some nice damage in. And the Widowmines also going to do pretty good, I think.
All 3
Actually,
detonate.
some terrible shots. What the hell was that?
Yeah, the Zealot's doing a good job soaking up the damage and pulling the shots away from the probe line.
Can we get a close-up of these 5 probes just kind of sitting in harm's way and surviving?
I know.
Absolutely amazing.
Could be dangerous if Oren or if Saber doesn't pull an observer back here in a quick hurry.
Yeah, these actually are. We're going to recharge. Okay. Safe, but for how long?
Yeah.
Going to go down. Storm has been started, as you mentioned before. So that is going to be nice. His army is getting quite powerful. A little bit of everything.
Interesting
I kind of wish
warp
he made
in.
more Disruptor, though.
Saber's Warp Prism now has 2 Zealots and 2 Storms. Could be going for a Storm drop on the mineral line.
Yeah, so this is something we've seen quite a bit in the past from pro games. The idea is you drop the Zealots, and if Terran is a good player, they'll react really fast and move all their SCVs away. And then you have a Storm drop come in. But Oren not reacting at all, so not going to be quite as strong.
Saber
Not so
using
many
those
SCVs there either.
water balloons. Oh, he flies into the turrets.
So this High Templar can still drop a Storm and get something done, but definitely not what Saber was hoping for.
Yeah, using those water balloons, not doing a whole lot.
Water balloons. So more Disruptors on the way. We're up to... Actually, we only have 2 Disruptors with a 3rd. So not too Disruptor heavy.
Currently up to 4 on the map.
One thing that Oren is really good at is figuring out Protoss's army composition and building a good counter composition. He's got a decent amount of Vikings here to take down that Colossus. And now he's switching over into Liberators. So really, really well done there with the composition. Can he take a good fight, though?
Yeah, and this Ghost Liberator composition, while powerful, is quite difficult to control well.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say that. There's a lot of moving pieces here.
Ooh.
Yeah, not the greatest start to the engagement here for Protoss. Oh, he's going to sacrifice his Vikings again for the Colossus. He also did that in the previous game. Not a bad choice, just trying to simplify these fights for himself, I think.
Good patience, moving those Liberators forward step by step.
And we can see that Saber
Ooh.
here has a big battle starting up. He's got a lot of extra AoE here, though, including the Storm, if he wants to drop it. No Storms going down, though, surprisingly.
Ooh.
I think there were some pretty juicy opportunities there. And somehow, Oren actually pushing really deep here into Saber.
And it looks
I think
like...
there was some really big miscontrol there.
Yeah, oh. Doom Drop going into the main.
We see that some Stargates are coming down for the Liberators, but this is really limiting how much money he has to defend these pushes. Oh my
Decent
god.
Disruptor shot there.
Oh, the poor Protoss players watching this, feeling the pain. But he's gonna distract him a little bit. I feel like he had so much potential in this push, and it really didn't turn out as expected. So the game gonna normalize, I believe. Let's see what we have here. We have 3-3 on the production tab for both players. We have 3 Liberators coming out from Oren, expecting some more Disruptors perhaps. But yeah, I think this game's gonna slow down as the players build up their compositions.
Yeah, both players running a pretty low economy right now, too.
Fleet Beacon. Is this for carriers? I'm thinking this is more for Tempest, but we'll have to see.
Yeah,
There's definitely been a resurgence of carrier play in the past year or so, with Max Packs being at the forefront of that.
ooh, getting some free liberators here.
Nice pickoffs, and he has so many Disruptor. That is actually a crazy amount. I think you can shoot those endlessly at the Terran,
Picks off
but
a
he's
single
got to be
ghost.
careful not to get stuck.
Oh,
Lots of Storm as well.
yeah, Saber's been very happy to just throw out the recalls when he needs to. Oh,
Great EMPs, but just not the army supply there to hold on. And yeah, Saber's gonna take game number 3. Here we go. Game number 4 between our two champions. It's been a fast-paced series. Both players liking the aggression. Let's introduce these guys. In the bottom right, we have our red Terran player. He's down 1 game, or yeah, down 1 game, but still looking very strong. He's definitely been contending in all of these games. It is Oren.
and
And the
spawning.
star is still happy.
Yeah, it's got a big old smile on its face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what can you ask for?
And spawning in the top left, our blue Protoss hero looking to close out the series. It's Saber.
Placing his signature gate on the low ground. This is a bigger map, so it's not going to be as impactful. I think the rust distance on this map is the longest in the pool. But it's still going to give you a little bit of a faster adapt, maybe if Oren is too greedy or something like that.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we would see something a little spicy out of one of these players, but looks like another standard opening.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, both players obviously very confident in their macro games. And Saber especially has one of those styles that is really difficult for Terran players to play against. He's getting like a Noah's Ark Protoss composition here with 1 of each unit.
And with the massive potential for AoE, it's just something that, unless you have perfect micro, you're not going to do well against.
Yeah, definitely. The only one Protoss unit he could add that Terran players hate is some Dark Templar. So
Ooh.
maybe if we get into the mid-late game here, you can try and throw in some of those, and then we really will have a Noah's Ark composition.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed the game didn't last long enough for us to see those Stargates put to good use.
A very abrupt ending, for sure.
Well, we might have something a little spicy coming out. Looks like factories getting thrown down in the top
Ooh,
of the map.
what is this? I haven't actually seen a factory proxied like this. I'm assuming it's going to be maybe some sort of Hellion drop.
I'm
Or
thinking
something like
Hellion
that,
or
but-
Thor. I think Thor
Thor,
could be
yeah.
a good option.
Honestly, yeah, all the options are on the table. Usually when we see some sort of Hellion drop, what happens is the factory is placed at home and the starport is the one that's proxied. And that allows a much faster Hellion drop to happen. But the factory, I honestly have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, Oren does have his second gas finished. Not saturated just yet. Oh, there we go.
So far, this is the best defense from Owen in this series. He's taken down that Adept pretty fast. I don't think he even lost a single SUV. So nice job there.
Ooh. We do have
I
a
think
tech
you're onto
lab.
something now. Yeah. This might just be a Thor drop. Pretty wild if it is. I think we still need to
Interesting.
see an armory though, right?
Yes, we do need to see an armory for that Thor to come out. Ooh, tank.
Tank coming out. Interesting.
We
So
do.
maybe what he has in mind is some sort of 1-1-1 push that's a little bit faster than normal.
Yeah, this is really interesting. He's switching it up and going for charge instead of his normal blink, so could be
Yeah,
something
will that
a little
actually
different.
be good? I'm not sure if that's actually going to be strong against his build. He might not have the zealot numbers to make charge worth it. We'll have to see. I'm kind of expecting some more barracks to come down from Oren here. A lot of the times with these 1-1-1 pushes, you can throw down like an extra 2 barracks and really increase your marine production quite a bit. But it doesn't seem like he's going for that just yet.
Saver's about to get a scout of the main, and he's going to see nothing there.
This might actually just be like some sort of like tank harass drop, which is pretty out there, but could be really strong actually with the potential to pick up these tanks with the medevac and dodge some stalker shots.
Yeah, an immortal in production, 2 more gates going down, but he's seen nothing at
Marines.
home.
Yeah, he hasn't really even seen the push out at all. I don't believe. So he's going to be caught off guard here. More gates going down. This is looking really scary.
He does already
These
have...
tanks are hitting so fast.
Yeah, he already does have one shield battery done and an immortal out. 2nd shield battery in production, but here we go.
So surprisingly, Olrin is going to throw down a 3rd command center behind this. So very big investment here with this pressure. He does need to get a lot done in order to justify his factory and his starport being out on the map.
There is energy for a shield battery.
Great setup. Yeah. And a Liberator getting started up here. He's here for a long time.
Not just a good time?
Not just a good time.
Ooh.
Definitely not a good time as these tanks get picked off. He's going to pick up his Marines, go to the main. There's a shield battery here, though. I feel like Saver is pretty set up to defend this. Maybe unfortunate for Olrin that Saver was going for a very aggressive build here.
He is making a Liberator now. That could catch him a little bit off guard since he doesn't have a ton of stalkers on the field, but...
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in how Olrin is going to recover with his starport and factory across the map here.
A worker going out scouting the map does catch that there's a Liberator on the way to his base.
Yeah, wait a second. Why is your production over here at my 4th base? He probably can kill that. And Olrin's going to have to fly all those production buildings home. So that means he's going to have no medevacs in the mid-game.
Ooh, nice use of the shield battery overcharge there to make the stalkers tank as he picks off the Liberator.
Yeah, nice defense. It's going to have to leave some stalkers there in case that medevac comes back. But yeah, definitely defending very well. This really weird aggression from Olrin. Not doing quite what he intended. So he's got Marine Marauder. He's got 1-1 on the way. He's definitely transitioned really well here into a standard macro game. And his starport and factory finally going to get back to the base. Get up those add-ons. Get back into normal position. Yeah, who do you think is ahead after this? I feel like Olrin has generated a pretty nice lead for himself, even though everything didn't seem to go perfectly. He does seem to have developed some sort of lead.
Yeah, Olrin's got a really nice position here, but, you know, the really good timing of the 3rd coming out of Saver might kind of catch him back up after that surprise attack.
Ghost Academy on the way. I think the one thing that Olrin is really lacking are these tech units from the starport and the factory. But his upgrades are almost complete here, 1-1, and he does have quite a bit of bio Marine Marauder.
Ooh, a warp in of charge slots going into the main and the 3rd at the same time. Gonna get some damage done.
Very hard to deal with this type of aggression.
Good focus fire.
Quite a few SCVs already, but this is a big commitment.
Ooh.
Honestly, really nice defense.
Yeah, good defense and Saver. Good micro, getting out almost all of those zealots.
We're going to see that storm that we have seen in a previous game in this series. And I think that was the game he won as well. Or one of the games he won. Probably one of his stronger games, actually. So nice to see that.
Yeah, Saver is up 2-1 right now, so could be...
How many Templar does he have? I think he only has the 1, right?
Currently he has 3.
Where are those other 2? Oh, he's got 2 back at his natural. They're pretty low on energy. So just the 1 with the storm right now. This could be really dangerous for Olrin if he gets caught and trapped into that fourth base.
Yeah, this is no reaction coming out of Saber just yet.
Very late. On the other hand, if he can maneuver into that third base quickly, it's going to be very difficult for Saber to defend.
He does have multiple storms available now for use.
Complete whiffs, though. Not getting anything done there.
Yeah. Another Templar coming in.
Archon, though. It's not clear who's going to win this fight. It's very close. Olrin with some nice micro dodging that storm there at the end. Good trade so far.
Yeah,
he does have the better upgrades.
Yeah, 1-1 to 1, and 2-2's already on the way. So
once that 2-2 finishes up, Olrin's going to have a significantly better army. So I think it's a good choice here to just pull back, reconsolidate, get some more ghost, build up a good counter composition, and then we can go for another attack in a little bit. Shockwave starting up here. Yeah, both players realizing we're going to have to slow the game down. Nothing too crazy, nobody getting a huge lead. So, Saber starting up a second Forge and a fourth Nexus. We'll have to see what these players have in store for the mid game.
Olrin scanning and seeing not a lot of anything there.
But yeah, I think he's trying to figure out what Saber is going for, what his composition is. He's got the Ghost, and he's making Medivacs, which is more of a unit you'll make when you don't know what your opponent is doing.
Ooh. Saber going for an attempted warp in the main of Olrin there and getting pushed away.
Completely shut down. Although it is still lurking.
Yeah.
Those turrets not going to complete in time. Actually being so annoying here with these zealots. Fancy, we got some snipes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Olrin getting impatient, saying the heck with these. I'm going to push out, attack into that fourth base.
Yeah, honestly, that is not easy to do. Doing a push and dealing with some drops at home, so well done there.
Oh,
big storm going off, though.
Ooh, a little bit of miss micro there. Drops a Templar that doesn't get its storm off.
Earlier we were wondering, is Olrin the next Beyond? I'm going to say yes. That was some pretty nice EMP control. Some nice splitting there to dodge most of the storms. And this is looking really scary for Saber. I'm not sure he has anything on the way.
Yeah. I think...
Overcharge has been burned. Actually, he might hold on. Overcharge is pretty insane. No, not even that gonna hold this Marine Marauder, though. Yeah, just Zealots behind this. There's no Colossus on the way. There's no Disruptors, no Storm. And I think Olrin just gonna get tons of value in the next couple minutes here. And, yeah, gonna even up the series. 2-2.
But Saber's not willing to give up just yet.
He's a fighter. But this is a lot of bio. Maybe these Zealots can hold on for a little bit. Ooh. The probe count down to 39, though. Things are not looking good.
Yeah, more.
And with that fight, I think we're going to have GG.
Yeah.
All right, we've loaded in here on Blackburn LE. This is the final game of the winners finals. It's been an action-packed series so far. In the bottom right, we have... No, in the bottom left. The bottom right. I'm just messing with our observer here. Okay, in the bottom right, we have the blue Protoss. It is... Saber.
And...
giving him a hard time.
And spawning in the bottom left, our Terran hero coming back in that last game, looking to close the series out and take the W. It's Olrin.
Really excited here for the final map. Both players showing a really strong game plan, really strong mechanics, and I could see either player taking this final map and moving on to the grand finals.
Yeah, I think it's anybody's game. Both players, nobody just dominating the other player. Both players have played really well and fairly evenly.
Yeah, it's really been back and forth. We've seen a lot of the same techniques in many of the games. Saber really looking for that Zealot drop in the main, trying to harass Ulrin, but I think Ulrin has been doing a great job defending and pushing the game into the mid game, which seems to be one of his strengths, controlling these complicated Terran armies, Liberator, Ghost, Viking, quite a few unit subgroups you got to control there. And yeah, just fantastic play from both players. We'll see what they have here on Blackburn. It is a very weird map.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if we're going to see anything kind of out of the ordinary. Maybe a Stargate on this map. Just to...
Where are the proxy void rays?
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Yeah, there's a really powerful spot on this map where, you have that area just off to the right or left of each main base where you can proxy stuff and fly it straight in no time.
Yeah, I think what we're really trying to say here is Saber maybe a little bit too honorable for his own good.
Yes. Interesting.
I think Ulrin doing a great job with macro play. No reason to do any crazy shenanigans with Terran, but definitely would like to see some Protoss shenanigans.
Well, we don't have a whole lot of shenanigans with our race.
Definitely. Twilight Council coming down again. Really liking that tech choice. And what is Ulrin going to do here? Is this going to be a mine drop?
Yeah, it's Hellions.
Yeah, a little bit of flavor here. It's a fairly similar build, but definitely the Hellions can be a nice little addition here and a little switch up.
So is he going to go for just the 3 Hellions, or is he going to go all the way to 4?
I think if you're not going to use the reactor, it makes a little more sense to go with 3. I believe 3 times out pretty nicely. One thing we didn't talk about on this map is it is a very short air to main base rush distance. So this Hellion drop is going to hit a little bit faster than it normally would.
Oh, intense little micro battle. A probe almost got the kill on the Reaper, and it finally got cornered by an Adept.
Nice little mini game there.
Yeah.
Another thing I've noticed on this map in my ladder games is if you're the dropping player, it is a little scary when you're trying to get out, because these slow air zones can be a little bit problematic. Oftentimes you'll find you're getting chased by some stalkers, and those slow zones end up being the death of you. So got to be careful.
Yep. Hellions are loaded into the medevac, flying across to the other side. We do have Zealots with charge and multiple warp gates coming in right now. So this could be a little bit of a pressure.
Maybe even an all-in. This is quite a few gates, and we don't see any forge or any tech buildings. Yeah, 3 Hellions still can one-shot, even with the overcharge. But this should help out quite a bit. Definitely don't want to move them away from the shield battery here. And he's going to need a stalker warp in to defend. Pretty good damage so far. Really good damage, actually. Nice shots there. I think he's going to be fairly happy with this, but he's going to boost out. Only 1 Hellion, not able to do too much at the end there.
Good use of the warp prism there to save some of the probes. Saved 8 of them inside of there.
Definitely some cool micro. A little party-esque move there. So at the end of that, Ulrin is up 4 workers, which is obviously a fantastic position if you're a Terran player. But I think the reason here is Saber is, again, still going to go for that all-in. Could be wrong, but he has a bunch of gates, and I believe he still has the Warp Prism.
Yeah, Warp Prism
somewhere on the map.
Warp Prism's coming into the main right now. Auto turrets being thrown down is going to force the Warp Prism away for a minute.
Ulrin was super prepped for that attack. He had his Raven ready, And his tank also in a pretty nice position. I don't think we're going to see Saber get too much damage. So he's going to back up, get his third Nexus, and live to see a later day.
Yeah, what's the comeback got to look like here for Saber to get back into this game?
It's not looking good. Yeah, we have a third CC already down for Olrin, so obviously going to have a very significant economic advantage. Maybe it's Storm. It's got to be some sort of AoE to get him into the later game, get some value, but it's not going to be easy. What is this medevac doing? There's no units in this medevac. Just doing a little bit of scouting, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe trying to pull some units around, give him something to think about.
That drop does get shut down pretty hard. Orin really not going to let him come back into this game too easily.
Yeah,
starting up those 1-1 upgrades.
I'd like to see some observers come out of that robo for just a little more vision. He doesn't know a lot about what's going on across the map right now.
Yeah, it's possible that he's got the mindset he needs to be extra greedy here, cut some corners on vision so that he can afford some more Templar for Storm. But you're right, that vision definitely going to cause some problems. If, you know, a medevac sneaks in or, you know, he doesn't know the composition. So he's in a difficult position though. You know, you gotta make something happen.
Yeah, and apparently the decision he's making is to just go for the all-in. 4 more gates thrown down. Stopped at 44
this looks
workers.
Extremely aggressive. Yeah. And he's gonna have 4 Templar he can put inside that prism here. Let's see. Does Olrin have the ghost production? I don't think he does. This could work.
Yeah, Storm is finished. And with...
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult still, but the stars are aligning here.
He doesn't quite
also
have
feedback that
yet.
Raven. Yeah, I think the energy in the War Prism Templar is a little bit higher. So he might have 4 or 6 storms. Actually, a pretty good amount. I'm a little bit worried here for Olrin. It's going to be a hard defense.
Olrin doing a good job with the pre-spread, just making sure his units can't all get clumped up and caught.
Oh, the pressure's got to be mounting here. Get that feedback for sure on the Raven would be nice.
Or he's just going to throw the energy away, dropping auto turrets. I feel like
this is amazing.
Wow.
You know, he is buying time, a lot of time, actually.
Yeah, I feel like...
It doesn't actually seem like Saber's invested in this push. He's kind of chickening out. He's getting his forges now. And, yeah, I guess he doesn't think he can break him here.
No, he pulls back.
Maybe a good choice. I will say Olrin has a really nice tank here, tucked in above his... at the top of his natural. And, yeah, just really good tank positioning. Maybe that was the right call here. Usually what I say is, if you're behind, play the game out as long as possible. And if you can take it to the end game, a lot of the time, those advantages for your opponent start to dwindle.
Ooh. Speaking of advantages, looking at this, we have +2/+1 for Olrin right now with +0/+0 currently for Saber. This is not a position you want to be in.
Definitely, and not just that. We have the Ghost completed, and so Saber's only way of trading efficiently against Terran is going to be cut off if he decides to push. Actually, as I say that, he's adding a Robo Bay, which is a good choice. Maybe for some Colossus or some Disruptors. But he does need some way to deal with that.
Some Zealots do pick off a single tank at the third base.
We'll take our little wins here and there. I don't like this choice.
Stargate.
It's a little critical of me, but double Stargates when you're behind like this, I'm not sure if this is going to work.
Well, the saying isn't when behind, double Stargate. So
yeah, we haven't seen a Dark Shrine this whole series, have we?
Not yet.
Maybe something Saber can add to his play. We have some Zealot drops here going on.
Yeah, Saber
You know,
really...
If Olrin doesn't attack, if he's playing this very conservative, and Saver can get to Tempest or Carrier, it could work out for him. But we're just a long way off.
And Saver doing a really good job being consistent on that worker production. Up to 66, he has taken an advantage with the gold base already up and running.
I think Oren, as he secures his 4th base, he might be inclined to go for a push. And if he does that, I really don't see Saver holding. He doesn't even have disruptors yet. He's just going to be relying on that storm. And his upgrades are quite a bit worse.
Yeah, as you say
very
it,
hard.
This first disruptor in production right now being chronoed out.
Okay, that is good. That is a start. He definitely is going to need some really nice storms or disruptor shots to beat this army.
And Saver being extra safe before this battle starts up, dropping those cannons and shield batteries in his main base to prevent any drops.
This is cool. So Oren is going to split up his army into 2 groups here. He's got Ghost in both sections, going to be putting on a ton of pressure onto Saver. I like this a lot.
Saver does have full energy. Ooh. Almost
Big
loses the
storm onto
War
that
Prism.
bio. Yeah, one of the nice things here that Oren is going to find in the next couple minutes is he can't really lose his whole army. He's going to be kind of trading and continuing to build units at home. Really makes it hard for him to throw the game. Nasty storms there, though, on the bio.
Another really good storm in front of this
storms.
natural.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. We don't want to throw the whole army away. This might be a good time to back up. It looks like he's going to go for a drop, though. Lots of stuff happening on the map. Both players getting stressed in their multitasking. We have carriers. Carriers are the choice here, Nav. What do you think?
I mean, with that much bio on the field, carriers can just melt away if they're not controlled really, really well.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about this choice earlier, but with those really juicy storms in the last couple of fights, he has managed to keep Oren back. And if he can get to that ultimate composition, max out, with some carriers, with some disruptors, and some storm, he definitely could make the comeback.
He is even getting +1 air weapons just for a little bit extra DPS coming out of those.
Okay,
and
nice EMPs so far to start the fight.
Man, Widowmine's not even being burrowed there. Still.
Need some more storms like this. It's still not enough. This is a scary army. That's a good start. He does have some disruptors hiding in the back here. I don't think they've been seen yet. Oh, no. Good shot. So far, so good. If Protoss can just hold on here, he's going to have the better composition.
Ooh.
Nice hit on those
Disruptor
Marines.
coming from the back.
That is definitely what he needed here to hold on. And I think he's safe. The supplies are really close here.
Man, and Oren now doing a really good job on the production.
There's no way this nuke lands. He's going to see it, right? Okay.
Is it going to land on himself?
Wait a second.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Move.
Oh! Pulls away just in time, only loses a single medevac.
Wow, I think he's doing that for the casters. He's doing that for us, Nav.
Oh, man.
Playing with our hearts.
I know, my heart's beating a little fast right now. I'm going to have to cool it off in here.
Okay, so after the dust settles, we have 3 carriers. We got 3 more on the way. I'm actually, dare I say, is Saber ahead?
Man, I don't think just yet, but if he takes another really clean engagement like that last one, he could be. But turret farm coming down.
Oh my God. Okay.
Clips off a little bit of the army. That's just what we need, though. He needs to take off a little bit at a time. Not get too greedy with it.
Yeah, honestly, as long as he builds his composition into max supply with some good solid units, he could be in a very good position. He is lacking in the upgrades. This is one thing I want to say. He doesn't have very good upgrades. He's still only on +1 attack for the carriers, and I think his ground units are at 1-1.
Yeah, it looks like he's starting at +2 right now. Or +2 is about to finish.
Yeah, the really key upgrade here is the air weapons attack. Carriers benefit so much from that upgrade. If he can reach +2 or +3 attack, could result in a very powerful endgame army.
Ooh. Saber has thrown down a pylon, blocking that 5th base for a little while. Or actually, that's going to be his 6th base there.
You gotta be careful here. We're stepping pretty deep into the center of the Terran territory.
We have a ghost hanging out with the enemy there. No observer for Saber.
The one hero ghost gonna chase him back.
Where's his observers?
Saber started up some Tempest and some Immortals. Really interesting choices here for his composition.
Now, Saber being on a little bit lower economy right now does mean that his army is going to be much larger than Ulrin's.
Yeah, definitely.
Ulrin just...
Can we pick up this planetary here?
Oh,
It's
man.
looking good. Saber's making some amazing plays here.
Yeah. Ulrin deciding to respond to the air switch himself with battle cruisers
boy.
in production.
We also have a very big drop into Saber's main. This can get tricky. It's difficult as per us to defend these massive drops, but he does recall.
Ooh. Gets a couple of ghosts.
So Orwan has a pretty nice bank here, but his bases are in shambles. He's lost his bottom middle base, and the top one is currently floating.
Oh, and he's
So
losing
pylon
all of
underneath.
that drop for free.
Ooh. Yeah, the supply is plummeted. He's actually half the supply of Saber, which is absolutely crazy looking at how this game was only just 5 or 10 minutes ago with Saber on the back foot. But it does look like he's going to push ahead here.
Yeah, Saber
and,
getting
this might be the
impatient.
end. Where are his units? He's got battle cruisers on the way, but I don't see anything to stop this carrier army. Tank going down. Got a couple of ghosts, maybe going to get some nice EMPs.
We have a lot of SCVs at that gas there waiting to die.
Yeah, there's just no army here to contend this
Ooh.
Protoss death ball. And Saber going to be very hard to stop.
Saber
Cheeky
realizing
disruptor.
that there's ghosts amongst his army right now, but he's trying to desperately to use the disruptors to kill him off, but can't micro him just right.
Yeah, these ghosts are putting in work, but I mean, 3 ghosts can't kill the entire Protoss army by themselves. Cloak is going to run out eventually.
Oh, there he goes, making 2 observers going to be popping out here shortly. What a
Man,
comeback
what
by
a
Saber.
Clutch comeback. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's just nothing left. I mean, Oren's letting the game set in, but he is going to be forced to tap out. And Saber going to be one of our grand finalists.
Now we do have 4 battle cruisers with +2 armor.
So Oren going to be dropping into the winners bracket finals, but he does have a chance to come back in this tournament. He's got some battle cruisers coming in here, but that is a lot of stalkers. Going to shut that down pretty quick.
GG, Saber moves into the finals. What a game.
Fantastic play from our Protoss player. But Oren not defeated. He's got another chance. We'll see him in the next series. Stick around. All right. Welcome to the losers finals. We have another Terran versus Protoss match. It's a best of 5. In the top left, we have the purple Protoss. The girls like to call him Snack.
And spawning in the bottom right, we have our Terran hero looking to come back and make it into the finals. It's Ulrin.
Yeah, and he showed some fantastic TVP in the previous series. I wonder if we're going to get more of the same. I don't know Snack style, but he could very well be an aggressive shenanigan type Protoss. Maybe we'll have a bit of a different series here.
Yeah, this is a fun matchup, but it's going to be very interesting to see if we have more just standard macro play throughout the series, or if it's going to be a little more aggressive.
There's a lot of ways in this matchup to shape your style. So, depending on the type of player you are, we could definitely see some very different stuff come here out of Snack compared to our last series. It looks like Olrin's going to open up pretty standard. Let's see if he chooses Reaper or Marine. It is going to be that Marine. And already we can see some differences between the two processes. Snack is going for a wall off in his main base. So nothing with that Adept early on. And a Command Center going down here. Hopefully my co-caster will survive.
Working on it.
And a Reactor out of this barracks. What is Snack going to get in his with his tech here? He's got an Adept on the way. Could be a Stargate. Could be Twilight Council. Honestly, anything's on the table right now.
Yeah, it looks like he's...
Should be going down pretty soon, though.
He's queued up a Stalker.
So usually this means you really want to hide some information. I wonder if we'll see something like a DT drop as he puts that Chrono Boost onto his second gateway unit.
Yeah, it could be spicy coming out. Do have the Twilight coming down right now.
Okay, so the idea here was actually to get that Adept out onto the map a little bit faster by chronoing that second Stalker. Nice little maneuver there. I'm not sure if he's going to be in time. Actually, it looks like he might be with a second Shade to deny this Command Center, but 3 Marines out on the map. He is going to cancel that. Okay, so now he knows that there's no Reaver, so definitely could easily go into something like a Dark Shrine without being scouted.
Looks like Olrin's going to switch it up a little bit. Maybe go for some tank play.
Yeah, I think we've seen his build already by him, right? This is the tank medevac into third base build that he used.
Right.
I think it was game 4, perhaps.
Yeah. I didn't realize they had gone down on the other side of the map while I was choking to death on my own spit.
Yeah, so he's going to get that tank and medevac a little bit faster than normal. And we are seeing Blink here from Snack. So very safe macro build. It's only 2 gateways, actually, so far. We could still see another gateway come down, but this looks like it's going to be sort of the new Zest meta type style that we've been seeing for the past year or so. And oh, actually, okay, we do have 2 more gates. I was gonna say if you try to do a 2-gate expansion into a third base here, then it's gonna be very difficult to hold what Olrin is doing. But he is gonna throw down 2 more gateways. So yeah, now the tables have shifted.
I really think Snack not seeing any of the production inside the main, because he did get a full scout off. He knows something's going on here.
Right, so he is going to be able to prepare a little bit. He needs more units. He needs to be in position as well. He's actually losing positioning here.
Yeah, he thinks it's a drop coming into the main, but...
Right, maybe he's suspecting like a Hellion drop or something of the sorts. But these tanks are here, and they're here right now. He's going to have to get into his natural bunker going down. This is looking really bad already. I think that's 3 Stalkers getting picked off, and these tanks are just really, really well positioned here, right behind that gateway.
Using the probes to soak up some of the damage, trying his best.
Already, I think this is very successful.
Oh, the Warp Prism did get picked off mid-warp in, so not going to be able to flank like he wanted to. Oh.
Yeah, so it looks like he will be able to hold this. But the problem now is he's so many workers behind. He's really going to have to get quite a bit of counter damage to equalize this game.
Yeah,
actually, one thing to consider right now that's really important is all of Olrin's production is on the other side of the map. And so he has no way to actually defend these this Blinkstalker counterattack. There's no more tanks. He only has these Marines and bunkers.
Yeah, he's got 1 tank that pulled back, not currently sieged up, sending in a Shade to scout.
It is pretty big, actually. If you can just get that sieged and target the Stalkers here, that could help out quite a bit.
Good blink to pick off the tank and dodging around. He's going to get a lot of counter damage.
Worried. Yeah, Olrin might be in a ton of trouble here. If Snack can control his Stalkers properly, there's a lot of potential.
And he does have the option to blink up to the high ground here as soon as those Marines are picked off.
Yeah, nice micro from both players. But it does look like Snack is getting the edge. He's definitely equalized already, and he's still got 5 stalkers here. 4 more warping in. I think Orin is in a lot of trouble.
Ooh, GG. Wow. Exciting game number
Yeah.
1.
Really unfortunate build order matchup. His tanks rode across the map, and he had no way to defend. Welcome to game number 2 here between Snack and Orin. Off to a bit of a fiery start. We have Snack taking the 1-0 lead with the 4-gate counter pressure. And speaking of, in the bottom right, we have the purple Protoss. It is Snack.
And in the top left, we have our Terran hero looking to take his first victory. It's Orin.
Did I say bottom right?
Yes.
Amazing. That's why they pay me the big bucks now to cast this tournament.
I figured I'd just play along with it.
All right, Oxide here, second map of the pool. Again, like I said in the previous series, this is a bit of a aggressive map. There's a lot of really nice positions you can take to put pressure on the opponent. So I'm kind of expecting something like that.
And it looks like you're right.
Pointing out here, this isn't a gold tournament, so we can assume that this is a very aggressive build here from Snack.
Yeah,
this is Void Race.
You're going with the call Void Race. I'm liking the call.
You know what? This pro position is kind of coming to an interesting location. This could be a proxy Oracle as well. Definitely could still be Void Rays though.
Yeah, it's a little far back to get the shield batteries in place if you want to go for that Void Ray play.
True, yeah. There is another version where we get the Stargate farther back just so that it's safe against SEV pulls. So I'm not going to completely write that off. But it's definitely looking more like Oracles, I would say. There is the Stargate. Also an Adept. Orin going to pick up on the play here. Seeing the double gas, no expansion.
Throws down a bunker immediately. Interesting placement of the bunker at the natural, though. I mean, if you think this is going to be a proxy, is that the best place for this bunker?
Yeah, I think the problem here is Orin did a bit of a late SEV scout, getting a little bit greedy. And now he has his command center halfway done at the natural. So there's no real way he can cancel that and bring it to the high ground. So he's going to have to defend low ground. Grab his factory and a reactor as well.
Yeah, he gets a single Marine to put in the bunker, but is that going to be enough? This Void Ray is going to be out pretty soon here.
So we do have a Void Ray. So this is going to be a pretty aggressive all-in.
Yeah, shield.
And luckily for Orin, he's seen this.
Pylon's going down, almost done now. Shield battery should be coming up pretty quick here.
Now, what do you think is the right way to defend this rush?
I've seen a couple of different things. I really prefer the Vikings just as a simpler way, but if your micro's on point, definitely the Cyclone with magfield accelerators is going to be a good way.
Snack has found a little bit of a hole here. There's nothing defending this depot or the reactor on the barracks. So Orin gonna have to lose quite a bit of buildings here. Looks like he is not going for a starboard though. He's going for a Cyclone plus missile turret defense.
Yeah, this is going to be dangerous because those supply depots are important.
Definitely. The turret does finish up, so he's not going to be dead immediately, but he is going to have to evacuate with that barracks.
Yeah, really clean so far. Good defense coming out of Orin.
So the Magfield accelerator has started up. He's going to have to buy time until that completes. Poking away here at an Adept. He's going to get that right away.
Ooh. Using that lock on early.
Yeah, that could become impactful. 3 Void Rays is a really critical number. You can burst down bunkers without SCVs being able to heal it. So he's got to be really careful here. Magfield accelerators is way off from completing. This is looking extremely dangerous here for Orin.
Ooh, going to cancel it.
If he kills that. That could be game ending if that upgrade was to be killed.
Good micro
Nice
coming
micro
out.
though. Yeah, very, very well done there.
Both
He
players
just
working
needs
on.
to buy like 20 seconds. As
Yeah,
soon as Megfield's done, you really change the math here, the calculus.
good pullback on the two that were locked onto. Now he starts to focus fire down the
Oh
upgrade.
no. That is a huge loss. I'm not sure if you can hold without the Megfield accelerators, and
Yeah.
we're up to almost 5 Void Rays. Snack gonna win game number 2. Here we go. The man of the hour. It is in the bottom left corner, the purple Protoss, Snack.
And spawning in the bottom right, our Terran hero looking to make the ultimate comeback. Needs to win 3 in a row. It's Oren.
Not an easy task, winning 3 games in a row, especially in this tournament format where you're feeling under pressure. Of course, this is his last chance to stay in the tournament. He needs to win the next 3 games, otherwise he is out.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to start off with a gas first build, possibly. Might be something kind of interesting coming out here.
Looks that way. I think this is a good choice. When you're down this much in a series, you really don't want to play 3 back-to-back macro games, especially after being defeated that way. So nice to throw out something interesting here.
Yeah, and this is a really good map to throw out interesting builds on.
Definitely. Yeah, very weird map. Do you have any specific builds you think this might be?
Honestly,
Not exactly sure.
I'd really like to see him do his tank build and put it on the right-hand side of Snack's main.
Sure, yeah, we have seen that be successful, and I feel like the last time he did it in this series, he was pretty unlucky with the build order matchups. If Snack was to go for some sort of maybe 2-gate expansion, I think things could go quite a bit differently.
Yeah, I think these probes look like they're moving a little slow today. Maybe a little bit of molasses on the game.
Yeah, it looks like it's been fixed.
All right.
All right, so Snack seems to be a pretty aggressive Protoss. Game 1, we had a 4-gate Blink Stalker build, and Game 2, we had some Void Rays. What is he going to pull out in Game 3? Are we going to go to macro stuff?
Ooh.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Oh, that's got to feel good.
Oh.
Probe gets the kill.
Nice little snipe there by that Proby boy.
Little mind
Reaper
game
coming
action.
out from Oren. I like the Reaper choice quite a bit, actually. It's going to be able to figure out what Snack is up to.
Yeah, and Snack should be throwing down his next piece of tech here in just a couple seconds. So we'll have an idea of where this game's heading.
Definitely. Adept coming out. We have a Stalker. This is looking very similar to his 4-gate Blink setup
Ooh.
so far. So we might be seeing that again.
Reaper's going to get 0 done. It's going to get picked off
It's gonna
here.
die as well. Nice pick off. And we should see the tech choice coming down. It is the Twilight Council. So looking very likely like it is that Blink pressure. Oren's going to have to be much more careful this game to make sure he can defend and push it to the mid game where I think he is quite strong.
Yeah, and Snack just not deterred by any of the moves that Ulrin's pulled out so far. Just trucking along with his build, no hiccups at all.
So Hellion is in production here, so I think it's going to be a Hellion drop. Although there are a couple of other builds. You could go for a Tech Lab here and start up a Raven. Possible we see that.
Ooh. Really going for the
Nothing
mind
started
games
yet.
here. 2 workers going down early game. He does even see the Hellion coming out, so he'll have plenty of time to prepare.
Nice little harass from Snack. He's going to get his Robo now. And we should see Blink start up as well. There we go. So first things first is he's gonna have to defend this Hellion drop, which could be quite scary.
Hellion's
Two
deciding to
gases coming down.
drive out across the map.
These two gases are actually really early. I'm not sure if this is a blink build, like a 4-gate blink build. This might be blink into Colossus.
Ooh,
Seems more likely at this point.
man, Oren had an opportunity there. Nothing was defending the natural there for a second, but just didn't have the confidence to dive in for it.
Yep, I think he's trying to pull his attention to the front, and I think he's actually succeeded with that. So he might have opened up an opportunity into the back anyways. There's no pylons over here detecting either.
Yeah, Snack pulling his army way out into the third base area, but also pulling a couple of stalkers back to defend.
Yeah, stalkers are in position. Pylon, not what you want to be targeting here.
All
But
right.
he is going to get into the natural. He's getting a couple probes already. This is actually okay. 5 probes going down so far. I think you can say that's successful.
Yeah, evens the workers out for a minute, but Protoss definitely able to recover with those chrono boosts.
So Ulrin has followed this up with a Raven. And he's also getting a 3rd command center and some tank production. I think this is a really good matchup for the Terran player. Whenever I'm playing tank Raven against Colossus builds, especially Colossus builds as late as this one, I'm feeling really, really good.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit better use of the Raven this time around. We saw some turrets being thrown out, but I think the power of the Raven really comes with the disable.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I think part of the problem was in the previous game, there weren't really many Colossus for Ulrin to disable. So in this matchup against the Colossus is going to be a lot better.
Snack doing a really good job keeping vision of all the important stuff going on.
Yeah, he's got a nice setup. He's getting a shield battery at the 3rd base, building up his probe count pretty nicely. The workers are very even here, though, so that definitely favors Terran.
Yeah, the power of the mule.
Okay, so our push is going to come pretty soon, I would think. Actually, he's sieging up here, so maybe waiting a little bit.
He is sending a couple Marines out to scout, just see what's going on the other side of the map, because he hasn't seen the 3rd yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about this. I actually feel like he has a pretty strong timing, especially once his Raven energy gets to 150 for the double disable.
He is going to spot the Colossus if he was paying attention there.
Nice little scout there. We'll definitely know if he starts up some Viking production here, which he does.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely something that Oren's been doing pretty well this in both series, actually, is really molding his composition to be as effective as it possibly can be.
Yeah, and upgrades are actually really even. This is going to be interesting. 1-1 done for both players here in a couple seconds, chronoing it out.
What is this, a depth position? That's the most ridiculous scout I've ever seen. He goes for a Doom drop, 5 medevacs, and the most random adept on the map sees it right away. So he's going to have to pull back.
Man, that Colossus count's getting pretty serious. Almost 4 now.
Yeah, that is abnormally high. Usually, you'll see most Protoss players stop at about 3 Colossus. But he's going to up to at least 4 here. Maybe even a 5th one is possible. I think I've seen some Protoss player do this. I'm trying to think of who. Some European Protoss, I believe. I saw making 5 Colossus. And it's definitely a viable style. It's not standard, but it can be quite good.
Yeah, and we've got disruptors now in production. Good upgrade timings coming out of Snack. Even has his Templar archives almost done. So getting all those pieces put together really quickly here. He's going to have quite the powerful army when this push comes.
Yeah, one thing is Snack is playing this matchup way differently than Saver in the previous series. He's playing this a lot more solidly, building up his tech slower. So he doesn't have the Storm or the Disruptors, but he does have quite a few Colossus before transitioning.
Man, Horan trying to push out, but Snack just catching him every time he wants to move out anywhere.
One thing that Snack is getting away with here is he doesn't have very many Stalkers. So he's been able to invest a lot of his gas into these upgrades and these tech units. And I think that's going to pay off for him in the next couple minutes when they have their actual fight.
Yeah, and only 3 Widow Mines on the field. Those are really powerful against this kind of Zealot count. We've got 20 on the field right now.
Who's going to pull the trigger here first? I feel like both players are kind of nearing a place where they want to attack. But neither player looking like they want to push out just yet. Both kind of developing their upgrades, getting their 4th bases secured.
I think it's going to be
looking
Snack. He's maxed out now. He's waiting for his 2-2 or his +2 to finish, and he's going to go, I think.
Yeah, definitely could. He's got a very good army. There's not really anything else you want out of Protoss armies. You got all the AoE units.
Here we go.
This is so many Zealots, too. It's like 30 Zealots here.
Ooh.
Wild.
Ulrun catches the tail end of the army as he moves out. Looks like he's spread out decently well, but he doesn't know that this army is here until the sensor tower picks him up.
Okay, gonna start this fight with some EMPs. But a lot of his army not participating just yet. Really? Oh my god, he dodges all the disruptor shots. Great micro from Terran here. But massive storms.
Really good storms coming down. That trade
is honestly so scary. Actually, is Ulrun holding here? It's very close at the end. I actually thought Snack was going to completely steamroll him, but
wow,
maybe he can hold on.
Oh, 9 SCVs going down with that single disruptor shot. That's a good,
really big disruptor shot.
But
gonna have to evacuate the SCVs here.
That does only bring them back to even on workers right now. So Ulrun doing a crazy job on his economy, just really powering out those SCVs.
Definitely still possible for him to recover. He has some really nice upgrades, so as long as he can hold on here and then re-secure his base, he should be in a very playable position. Gotta be careful of that high Templar right there.
Yeah, Snack really powering back up. I mean, already back up to 154 supply. Just waiting.
Now that he has 4 Liberators, I think he's finally going to be able to stabilize here.
Ooh.
Okay, Snack's going for some extra Stargates. Going to be probably building up into Tempest to counter these Liberators he just saw.
Now, in this position, looks like we have Snack rotating around. Should we see a Liberator range upgrade coming out of Ulrun here?
Yeah, definitely something he can think about for sure. It's a difficult decision though because we are very low economy right now, especially for Ulrun. He's still down 60 supply from maxed, so he's got to be very careful with how he spends his resources. Oh no, the sensor tower not quite finished. He's going to get caught off guard, but this is a planetary, so as long as he can heal that,
ooh,
it is going to get sniped. Oh no, this is
huge
a disaster.
Storms.
Really cut out of position here. Oh, Snack looking really, really strong. Securing himself a very big advantage, and I'm not even sure that that Ulrun can hold on here.
25 workers have gone down. Snack really resetting Ulrun here. This is not...
Yeah, no counter to the Colossus. Archons have full HP, and Snack gonna take game number 3, and that is a wrap. Snack flying through this losers finals, gonna make it all the way to the grand finals and play up against Saver.
All right, welcome to the grand finals of the Diamond Plus King of Squad Shang. We're here looking at the bottom right Protoss. It is Snack.
And spawning in the top left, we have Saver.
Now I'm thinking that after watching these two play a couple games, Snack looks like he's the dominant player. His nickname is Snack, but you might even say he's the main course.
Ooh. Let's see if he can serve up some dessert here.
This is going to be a different series to the last two we've seen. We're watching a Protoss versus Protoss, and this could get... we could see fireworks super fast. Snack looking like a very aggressive player. Saver a more defensive player, but PvP, anything goes.
Yeah, PvP is such a volatile matchup these days. Just never know what's going to happen.
So it looks like a normal scout timing from Snack, and he's going straight across the map. So probably not going to be any sort of shenanigans here in game one. Chrono boost level is looking fairly normal.
Yeah, we do have a little difference in the APM here, yeah.
500 APM, what is this?
I know.
This is some TLO level APM here.
I know, I think Snack's just showing off a little bit here.
Could be. Maybe feeling the nerves. A little bit of pressure in the grand finals. We do have an awesome prize pool for this tournament as well. The winner is going to take home $125. And if that wasn't enough, we also have some skins for the winner and an hour of coaching. So really, really nice prize pool. And I want to thank all the guys donating these prize pools. This is very community supported. So thank you guys for the donations. And yeah, hopefully next tournament we can have some awesome stuff as well.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best StarCraft communities out there. Actually, it is the best StarCraft community out there.
We're definitely a little biased,
100%.
but I'm going to have to agree. Yeah, definitely number one. No one really competes. There's no one here to disagree with us either, hey, Nev, so
Exactly.
we can really just say whatever we want.
Yeah. Saver going for the spicy Stargate here. Or what are we going to see out of this?
Yeah, I like it. This looks like an Oracle type setup. We have 4 Stalkers, so very safe Stargate play. Whoa, hold up. Snack pulling out a famous build here. I like it. He's went double sentry, giving the illusion that this is macro play, but then double gateways coming down. So gonna be a very aggressive 4-gate build. Did Saver see that though? Wait, he let the probe survive.
Oh, no.
That might have been an automatic attack. I'm not sure that he actually saw that probe. So he's going to set up a pylon here. It might be spotted by this other stalker, though. And it is, in fact. So he's going to know something's on the way.
He is going to continue production of the Oracle. I'd kind of like him to swap that out, but I'm no Master League Protoss player.
Oracle is definitely an option. One of the problems with Oracle, though, is it doesn't give you any firepower in this defense. And so usually what you want to do is compensate, bring your units to the high ground. However, it looks like Saver intending to defend on the low ground. This is going to make it a lot harder to defend.
He is getting a single shield battery.
Yeah, Snack moving up the ramp. He has a lot of units here, and he also has a Guardian Shield and a Force Field. He can maybe trap these units on the low ground. Great job here. Target firing these down. The Nexus is finishing up, so Saver does have a Nexus overcharge.
Oh, is he going to throw it down? Needs to do it soon before it gets picked off.
Yeah, he's actually moving up to the high ground. I'm not sure about that decision. That is going to give Snack a lot of room. Probably going to allow him to take down this Nexus.
Yeah, and he's got energy for 2 force fields right now, so he could just trap these units.
Nice micro there. He's going to target the Void Ray as well. Really well done. That's not looking good here for Saver. Without that shield battery overcharge, he doesn't really have any defender's advantage. And
there it is.
Going to take a very fast 1-0 lead. Well done. Welcome, guys, to game number 2 between Snack and Saver. Little spicy start with the 4-gate all-in. In the top left, we have our purple Protoss. It is Snack.
And spawning down in the bottom right, our Protoss hero in the red, we have Saver.
Yeah, you might say he's the Saver of Protoss.
We hope so. Need to see it.
Okay, interesting position here with his pylon. I guess this is like you can put a shield battery on the low ground.
Yeah, what's the big difference between their two setups?
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Like the more standard one is definitely the way Snack is doing it here, leaving a pylon space at the top of the ramp so that you can block adepts. And I mean, Saver is going to have his extra gateway as well, so he can do the same thing, but he is going to have the pylon more exposed, so that can be a little bit of a disadvantage. However, he is going to have space for the shield battery on the low ground. Yeah, so some trade-offs, some pros, some cons. Like everything in StarCraft. Cybercore is going down.
Really cool to see such mirror matchups. Both players playing exceptionally well. Saver doing something weird with his wall here. Ooh, and we have a proxy pylon coming out of Snack.
Wait, where is the proxy? Oh, I see it. We got a proxy pylon in the middle of the map. It's gonna be a gate, right? Yeah. So
right.
I think this is some sort of a 3-gate pressure build, it looks like. Snack really aggressive. I think he's done aggressive builds in all of his matches so far. So I think this is going to be a theme we're going to see moving forward in the series. Lots and lots of proxies and aggressive attacks. Now Saver's definitely not all in.
Yeah, and Saver's got to know something's going on here because he hasn't seen the second pylon in the main.
Definitely. Yeah. However, one thing Snack has done that kind of doesn't show his hand is he doesn't have a ton of Chrono Boost saved up. So it's not entirely clear if this is a gateway proxy or if it's an Oracle proxy or even something like Dark Templar. So lots of options on the table.
Saver is smelling something in the water. He's throwing down a Robo right now.
Robo, not a bad choice. Definitely going to be good against what he's facing. He's still looking for that proxy, though. He's actually checking the whole top of the map here and the bottom. And I don't think he's seen anything just yet.
Not yet. It looks like this probe's not going to scout it. Looks like he's just going to send the depths over to the other side. But 3 stalkers are going to be able to kind of push this away. And he has the probe ready to block off the... Oh, he misses it.
I thought he had tons of time there to get that shield battery down, but not hitting the key fast enough. These adepts are going to get in, and this is usually really, really bad for the defender. Yeah, plenty of worker kills here. Saver obviously really, really happy with how this went so far. And he also has the counter Robotech. He's going for an Immortal now.
And a pretty big worker advantage after all that said and done. I mean...
Yeah, definitely a great position.
Oh, and what a... This probe from earlier that was scouting around is going to see the stalkers walking through the middle of the map.
There's a lot of stalkers. And interestingly, this shield battery is in the low ground. I think he's just going to want to give that up, actually. It's kind of a difficult position to defend. Yeah, pulling back to the high ground. He does have this Immortal. He's got another... Oh, that's an Observer on the way. But this ramp should give him enough of an advantage to hold on. Especially if that shield battery can finish up.
Ooh.
Very good trades for Saver.
Yeah, Snack's not looking like he's in a great position. Really, what's the best play for him here? To pull back or just try and force his way through?
Yeah, sometimes we'll see the aggressive player here go for the push, and sometimes we'll see some sentries and expansion. It looks like he's going for the push, though. Poking up that ramp. I'm not sure if that's the right call. We do have 2 Immortals finished here for Saver. Okay, Twilight Council coming down. Now,
I think he's going to just go for the blink and really try and capitalize his position, maybe?
yeah, we do have a couple of possibilities. Even some weird possibilities are on the table here. This could be Blink, like you said. It could also be Dark Templar. And I wouldn't count off even some Charge Lots or Adept Glaives being researched, because they're a bit strong against Immortals.
Saver going to do some spicy action of himself. Throws down a pylon opposite of Snacks in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I'm not sure the idea here. He does have a War Prism, but he's definitely going to be able to use that pylon as well. Maybe if the War Prism gets picked off, which might just happen. Oh my god. Got to be careful here with your War Prism. Saver definitely in control of this game. If he can just execute this attack well, he should be able to win.
A little bit of an optimistic warp in there.
Yeah,
Snack being ballsy, throwing
fantastic
down his Nexus already.
force fields. Oh my god, be careful. Oh, that War Prism's so low on health. It's only got 18 hit points besides the shields. How do you deal with these 2 Immortals, though? You gotta get some nice tags here.
Yeah, just get that shield on cooldown and then
Activate the
hope for the
barriers.
best.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to give up this Nexus as well. I don't think there's any sense in trying to hold this. Oh no, 2 Stalkers going down. Nice War Prism micro.
Yeah, and Adepts are in the main, getting some damage done in there.
Really nice micro by Saver. He is gonna take game number 2, and we're all tied up. Great play. Okay, here we are in game number 3. It's all tied up between these two. A very action-packed PvP so far. Let's introduce our first player in the top right-hand corner. It is our red Protoss, Saver.
And in the bottom left, going at hyperspeed, we have Snack.
Yeah, no idea. Probably the observer here messing with the speed. We'll just blame him. Okay, so what do we have going on in this game? I mean, Snack is showing some crazy aggression in both of these games, and I'm feeling like we're probably going to see more of the same. There's a naughty little probe here at the top left corner. What do you think's going on here, Naf?
Man, this looks pretty interesting. I'm thinking maybe maybe a Robo over here.
Yeah, it could be a Robo. I'm feeling
I don't
maybe
know.
also the possible Dark Shrine. Could be
okay.
something like that as well, but Robo definitely a good possibility. Honestly, it could even be a Stargate.
Yeah, I like the Stargate on the right-hand side of the map a little bit better in this position.
Yeah, definitely closer to the main. However, both these players are really, really strong players. I think they're both in Master 1 even, aren't they? And so at this level, placing your building in a slightly not optimal position can be a powerful technique.
Saver going for the mind games here. He throws down his second pylon behind his natural.
Tricky move, making it seem like he might also be proxying.
Wait.
What's going on
Saver
with this
throwing
probe?
down a third pylon here.
Yeah, you generally do need that third pylon to make your second round of units, so nothing super out of the ordinary there.
Okay.
But interestingly, Snack never placed a proxy pylon until just now, so it's not going to be anything that we were talking about. It's looking more like maybe a gate proxy again. A Robo. This is a really late Robo proxy. I'm not sure I like this, actually. On the other hand, it does look very standard, so it's not entirely clear that Saver would be able to scout this, but yeah, very late.
Saver is wandering around the map looking for any kind of shenanigans going on.
Okay, so he must have saw something to give him a good read. He's getting
Oh,
his
no.
own robo at home as well, which is
Saber
actually about
is
the
going to
same
get
time.
into the main again.
Oh no. Oh, this is a repeat. It's going to get a ton of probes here. 3 going down already, and plenty more to follow, I think. Yeah, looking at his worker count, he's down 7 probes after that, which is not insignificant in PvP.
Oof. So we've got a gate and a robo on the other side of the map with an immortal being chrono boosted out.
Now, interestingly, Saver is going for an observer first, so he doesn't really have a good read on what exactly Snack is going for, what kind of proxy tech. Looking like he's maybe a little more afraid of something like Dark Templar. And this is going to give Snack a very big immortal lead. In fact, Saver still hasn't started an immortal, so he's going to be really behind in that tech.
Oh,
I'm actually
Snack
really
even
worried.
putting a really forward pylon now.
I think Saver is in a lot of trouble despite those adepts getting quite a bit of damage. He's really down in army supply here. And he doesn't have a very good shield battery position.
And the shield battery coming down for Snack. He's going to stick around for a while.
No overcharge available just yet. Snack has a lot of time here to jump on these stalkers and take them down before the overcharge is ready. However, an immortal does pop out. So the mortal count is even right now. And he does have the ability to activate that overcharge when he needs it. Both players posturing here.
Misclick there, attacking the rocks for a split second.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a mistake. The overcharge is cast, and Snack is going to try and jump on that. But that does allow Saver to pick off a stalker or two.
Immortal falling, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. Let's see the immortal count, though. I don't think Snack has started up any more immortals. And Saver has his completing just now. So not entirely a bad position.
No overcharge and only a single shield battery available for Saver right now, so...
It's very close here. There's only a 1 stalker difference. Both players have access to shield batteries, though. Ironically, kind of a funny situation here.
A second immortal for Snack is going to be popping out, but Saver should pop out at almost the same time since Snacks has to take a little bit of a walk here.
Now, in this position, Snack really is looking for that Nexus kill. I think if he doesn't get that Nexus kill, and somehow Saver is able to stabilize, he is going to be in a very, very good position. So he really needs that at the very least. And on top of that, Saver has Disruptor tech or Colossus tech on the way. So really, really nice advantage so far for Saver. Snack really needs that Nexus kill.
Yeah, Saver even using the shield battery overcharge to heal up the Nexus there just because he knows it's so vital at this stage.
Yeah, great move. Now, Snack could shave off with 1 force field some of this army. It's kind of a tight location here for Saver, and he does that, but he doesn't quite catch any immortals. So not the best force field.
Ooh, but he is going to keep it all off to one side here so he can focus down the...
Oh, no.
Oh.
Big disruptor hit, taking down one of those sentries. Still, though, not super clear.
Shield battery overcharge just came off cooldown, and it's used.
That's a very helpful timing right there. I think the shields of Saver are down, so Snack could target that immortal. Oh, that is really unfortunate. He had the energy on that shield battery to save it.
Ooh, and he loses 1 immortal to that disruptor shot.
So Saver did lose his Nexus, but I still feel like he has the advantage here. His tech is at home. He has the Disruptor out, and yeah, Snack is really playing with limited resources here and limited tech. Nice save on that Immortal. Yeah, it's really not looking good for Snack. I mean, 2 Disruptors here is going to cause a lot of problems. There's just no real answer.
Ooh, 1 walks forward and gets knocked out, but it's too much.
Yeah, Snack realizes after losing that position that it's all kind of hopeless, and he taps out. All right, welcome to game number 4 between these two. It's been an epic PvP so far, and we're at a 2-1 lead for our red Protoss. It is Saver.
And spawning in the top right, looking to make the comeback, he's Snack.
Yeah, interesting. Before this series, after watching their Protoss vs Terran matchups, I felt like maybe Snack would have a little bit of a lead going into this PvP. But Saber looking really, really strong and solid in this matchup. And it's actually been Snack on the back foot so far. So we'll have to see if Snack can come up with some interesting builds to take some games off of Saber. But so far, it's looking like Snack is the underdog.
Yeah, really surprising. I mean, he looked so convincing in that first game where he went for that 4-gate. But Saver just having all the answers going forward.
Certainly that double sentry into 4-gate was a very cute build. And I'm not sure how many of those he's going to be able to pull out. But there's a lot of tricks in PvP, so, we still haven't seen any Dark Templars. We could see some proxy oracles, perhaps, or even just some more gateway pressures could be pretty strong.
Yeah, so far we've got a mirror match. Nothing too interesting coming out. Both players just getting into that strong early game. No proxy pylons on the other side of the map yet either.
Yeah, looks like we might have more of a macro game. I think it would be really strong for Snack to go for some sort of more tech play type shenanigans, because Saver has been reacting with a very quick robo, I think in both games actually. And so playing something like Dark Templars or Proxy Oracle could be quite a bit more powerful later on in the series. But not going to happen in this game, I think.
And looks like we've got Snack being cute and blocking Saver into his base again. It's been kind of going on every game, and Saver returning the favor this time.
Yeah, just a good little trick here to see which units pop out for Saver. He is going to see those double stalkers. I think Snack did a good job of hiding his units, and so Saver has quite a bit less information right now.
Yeah, and Saver only making a single sentry right now and an additional stalker, going for that Robotech really early, while Snack's been deciding to go for a Nexus and a shield battery.
Yeah, so Saver reacting like this is some sort of proxy, but in fact it's just regular macro play. He should have seen the 3 pylons out of Snack, so there shouldn't be any reason for him to suspect any cheese this game, but maybe the mind game's getting the better of him in this game number 4.
Yeah, so both players deciding this is going to be a macro game, throwing down their second Nexus, and nothing terribly crazy.
I'm not so sure actually, because this is a very fast robo from Saver. It might turn into a 2-base all-in, maybe with like an Immortal and a War Prism. Could be safety, but if it is safety, he's going to be a little bit behind in workers. So I hope he does go for something aggressive.
Snack scouting that there was that early robo. And I like the little corridor that Saver's making here for his units to have to go through. Just a nice aesthetically pleasing way to build things.
So Snack's satisfied with what he's seen. He's going to grab his Forge. Everything looking pretty normal. Saver is getting a very quick Twilight Council as well. No Forge down for him just yet. I wonder if this is for Blink or for Dark Templars. I think actually a War Prism with a Dark Shrine would be pretty strong with his current setup.
Ooh, and we do have a pylon going down in the top left hand, so I think that Dark Templar you were talking about is really likely hiding that tech up there.
Yeah, he also starts out the Blink. So I'm not sure what his plan is. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's not using his Robo anymore. Okay, not a Dark Shrine. He's actually just going to use it for some Adepts. But that's also a nice play. Get some pressure on, get some scouting, see what's happening.
2 more gates coming down for Snack, including his own robo, so pretty much matching each other's moves, just maybe a couple steps behind.
Yeah, Saber has a little bit more potential right now to get some damage in, but Snack having the faster forge upgrades looking a little bit better if he can defend.
Wait, what just happened? I saw a Dark Shrine go up for a second and then it must have been canceled.
These Adepts do sneak in though. They're getting quite a few kills. 6 kills in fact going down. Really, really big.
Oh, and he is throwing down a gateway, so it's going to be even more pressure coming out of Saber here on that top left pylon.
So he's got more gates coming down. Interesting. It's like a 6-gate Blink Stalker Immortal type all in. Probably going to have a very hard time holding that third base for Snack.
Yeah, it's going to apply quite a bit of pressure, especially with how close those units are able to warp in there.
It's going to be difficult to read this as well. Like, he sees there's no third base, but apart from that, he doesn't really have any great information. I don't think he's seen the gates yet. So he should know it's coming, but it's difficult to make this read for sure.
Snack being extra safe, throwing down double shield batteries at his third base, so...
Yeah, this is a really sharp response. Honestly, pretty much perfect. He's at the exact probe count he wants. He's got lots of shield batteries coming in. The only thing is his gates are a little bit late. He's got the shield batteries first. So he might have a slight unit deficit at the beginning.
All right. Charge is going to be finishing up here, but not in time for this attack to happen.
Yeah, and unfortunately Snack is really out of position, not expecting the attack from this angle. He's going to get both his shield batteries sniped. Force fields coming down for both players, and a fake Immortal at the front here. Actually not getting targeted. I think Snack has an observer. But he has way less units, not being able to use those shield batteries. It looks like Saber might have the edge here. It's very close, actually. And somehow
looks like
Snack
did a really good job picking off the Immortals early on, and Saber not doing the same, so he's got those 3 Immortals versus none.
Yeah, great target fire, and I also really like the warp in of Zealots for Snack to help tank some of those Immortal shots. Really well done.
And absolutely, we have a Hero Observer, not letting that fake Immortal fake him out.
So at the end of this, Saber is a little bit behind in workers, but it's not nearly as bad as you might expect. Snack having a small Immortal lead. He never started his +2 attack, so he is pretty even.
Both players do have Blink. It looks like Saber might be setting up for a warp in, and there it is. We finally have the Dark Shrine going down.
Yeah, when behind Dark Shrine. Just came up with that myself. Very catchy phrase. If you want to use it, you can.
Saber's already scouted it, by the way.
Oh,
and he's going over to say, no, we're not playing that game.
That is not a cancel. Straight up killed that Dark Shrine. Insult to injury, and
Saber warps into the main, though.
Okay.
Kills off the pylon already.
Really quick recall, but he could blink to the natural, get some probes, and then use his own recall.
Yep, there it is.
Nice. Quick thinking there by Saber. It's going to take a lot of moves like that to get him back in the game.
So Saber's going for the Robo Bay. That's got to be for Disruptors, right?
Yeah, that seems to be the logical next step. And I think that's a good choice. Disruptors do tend to be a good comeback unit.
And I know it's not standard to have this many Immortals in your Protoss army in PvP these days, but I'm really liking the way Snack's army is looking, and I think this is going to be a really powerful timing for him.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe if he can get into Disruptors, he can make some sort of comeback. Like, there's definitely a lot of potential, especially with his first shot. And actually, this probe is going to spot the army. This could be really good here for Saber if he can just time it perfectly. An okay connection to start. He's got the overcharge as well, so it's definitely possible for him to win this. That is so many immortals pounding away, though.
Yeah, the target's down the disruptor now.
He's pushing his way in here really aggressively. The probes are going to be pulled. And he does have some Zelts coming in, so I feel like Saber is going to make the hold, but at what cost, Nav? He's lost a lot of workers here.
Yeah, 10 workers going down, and ooh, takes out 1 sentry. Warp Prism comes in and going to do a little juggling act here. Let's see the micro.
Yeah, Saber pretty good. To chase this down, get some value, but he doesn't quite do it. Snack did a good job of retreating here and saving his units.
And Snack warping in 8 Templars, going to have 4 Archons for that next push.
That is a very scary army, and Saber is kind of relying on that Disruptor Zealot composition, so Archons are going to be pretty strong, I think, in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, and Snack replacing those Immortals. I like that in this position because they'll just pound the shields in on those Archons on the other side.
Very true. Okay, Snack. I'm not sure if he's confident to push for the win here. It looks like he's getting a second Robo. But there's no Disruptor Bay as far as I'm aware. So maybe just we have more Immortals.
We have the reappearance of the Dark Shrine going down. So Dark Templars are going to be back on the menu here in a little while.
Try again. Okay, he's got to have some really sick disruptive shots here. There's so much more army here for Snack. Honestly, I'm not even sure. Like, the perfect shots are going to be enough here, and that one whiffs.
Good blink.
He still has 2 more. Oh my god. Great
really
shot.
Really good hit.
That's definitely what he needed, but that other disruptor that had a shot went down without firing. And Snack's army is looking very formidable still. I don't think he's going to be stopped here. Looks like Snack going to even up the series 2-2 and take us to a game 5. All right, we've loaded in here to game number 5. It's been an absolute slugfest of a grand finals. We're tied up 2-2. Let's introduce our top right player here. He's playing as the red Protoss. It is Saver.
And spawning in the bottom left, we have our purple Protoss. Spawning in is Snack.
All right, so we're here on Oxide. I'm not sure it matters as much in PvP, the features of the map, as Blink Stalkers do tend to be pretty mobile, versatile units, but we definitely could see some weird engagements where these ramps can be abused or something like that. It's also a very large map with a lot of proxy locations.
Yeah, and Saber doing something kind of interesting. It looks like he's setting up to take a natural pretty early. Blocking off that ramp.
Into the meta recently. A lot of players enjoying these very fast expansions. Saber does seem like the type of player that would want to go for this quick nexus, but he's actually opening up 2 gates. So he's not really committing to that 1 gate expansion that we see quite often. If Snack was the one doing this, I'd expect this to be some sort of fake expansion into 4 gate. But with Saber doing it, I definitely think we could see something like double sentry maybe.
Man, Saber's a little bit behind in workers already, down 2 workers.
That is interesting for sure.
Saving up that chrono boost.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I have figured out what's going on here. Maybe this is a 4 gate with a fake expansion. Definitely could be with that much chrono boost saved up. He's chronoing his warp gate. Now, there were a lot of clues here for Snack to pick up on. So I'm expecting him to realize that 4 gate is a very real potential build here. Both players trying to get some scouting information on the first couple gateway units. And both players are going to go for a double stalker, which is definitely leaning towards that aggression.
There, we have a Twilight coming out of Saber here.
Interesting.
Looks like Saber wants to be the aggressive player this time.
Yeah, he's using some interesting mind games here. He's not going to need that chrono boost that he's saved up. But from Snack's perspective, this is a very real threat of a big gateway attack. So interesting mind games. Probably going to be a Dark Shrine, I'd have to guess.
Yeah, Saber just threw down a pylon in the bottom right side of the map. So some kind of tech could be coming out of him. Maybe a hidden Dark Shrine like we were talking about last game.
Wow, Blink, actually. So it's going to be some sort of one-base Blink all-in, I suppose. I'm not a huge fan of this, but it definitely could work.
Throws down a gateway.
Now, Snack has gone for his own Twilight Council, so the Blink all-in here actually could be very, very strong. If there was a Robo, the Immortal would be probably the best unit suited to defending, but since he's going for Blink himself, or at least a Twilight Council himself, he's not going to have very many units to defend this attack.
Man, Snack really on top of that probe production. He's going to have a pretty large lead once this economy kicks in.
Yeah, definitely true, but that is a double-edged sword, and I haven't seen him throw down any units or even acknowledge that Saber is going for some sort of all-in yet.
Snack did just fly a hallucination over the proxy gateway there, so he does know that there's something screwy going on.
Yep.
And he throws down 2 more shield batteries in response.
Yeah, big reaction, maybe a little bit of a panic reaction. Oh shit, there's a proxy gate, and I have 35 probes. I'm not prepared for this at all.
He's only down by 2, now 3 stalkers though, and he does have 3 sentries, so he can do force field himself in to buy a little more time.
Very true. He also can always bring these probes into the battle. He's got a lot of buffer here, and his own blink is already halfway done, so he doesn't need to buy time for too much longer. Very cute little blink up here, gonna snipe the pylon. And I think he's gonna save all these stalkers, which means he should have a slight blink stalker lead in about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, really needs to get those gateways back online because he has 0 gate production. Just now he'll have 1 warp gate.
Okay, I believe Saber has 10 stalkers now, which is a very significant number. You can one-shot your opponent's stalkers. He's going to blink on in here. Big miss target, though, to start that fight. But now he's targeting properly. He's got 2 stalkers killed. He's going to have to evacuate, but I think that was a great trade for Saber so far. I actually think Snack is in a huge amount of trouble here.
Yeah, it's 14 stalkers to 6 right now, and Saber posed to potentially throw down an expansion, but...
Another big blink in here. Yeah, these stalkers are falling way too rapidly. There's no overcharge available, and it's looking like Saber going to take us up to a 3-2 late in game number 6. Actually, Snack is still holding on, though. Hold up. Wait a second. There's an Immortal on the way, and he's still at 14 workers. It's definitely still possible for him to hold.
Really critical time decision-making wise here. He's got to decide if it's worth it to chrono it out or save it for the overcharge, which is off cooldown right now.
Yeah, things are getting very hectic here. I really wish that Saber was not blinking into these fights, because he's really given up one of his main advantages to Micro. I think it'd be a lot stronger if he was to run up the ramp, target stalkers, and then utilize his blink micro to save his own stalkers. But not doing that. And man, has this actually slipped away from Saber here? It's looking worse and worse.
Yeah, second Immortal's halfway done already.
Okay, this is cute. He's gonna get 2 adepts into the main, but even if he were to get 10 probe kills here, he's still only gonna be even on workers. So these need to do a lot of damage. It's actually looking like they might get that number of 10. 8 kills so far. Definitely going to get at least 2 more. So that was huge.
Oof.
No, wait. 11 kills. Crazy number of adept kills. That actually even up the workers. What a game.
So Snack is currently ahead with 2 Immortals and 9 Stalkers, but Saber's got 16 Stalkers right now.
Yeah, the army supply is actually a lot more even than you would think. Now, I'm noticing Saber here going for a HuShang move, getting the double Twilight Council. So that is a little bit unfortunate. Obviously forgot he had that for his all-in.
Maybe the Adepts need their upgrade as well at the same time that you're getting the Zealot upgrade.
Yeah, although the Adept upgrade not too powerful in this matchup. Oh, nice little micro here from Saver. I like his choice here too. He knows that Snack has a lot of Immortals, and instead of trying to catch up on that Robo Immortal production, gonna get the charge upgrade. Gonna be a great counter to that.
Man, this game's really evening out here. Both players really close in supply, even worker counts. Saver might have something to say about that here. Pushing in because he knows the army's out of position.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. You don't want to get stuck, trapped into the natural. He uses his blink, but so far going pretty good.
He might be able to recall out. Yes, he does have recall available if he gets into a bad position, but...
Okay, he's going to micro really nicely to escape with these stalkers, and I don't think Snack should chase him. He has a smaller stalker count there. Yeah, nice little play. Snagging himself a few units, getting a little bit of scouting even, and yeah, just generally good moves here from Saver.
And Snack looking like he's going to move out to get that third base going. Both players throwing down third base almost at the same time, maybe?
It is worth pointing out that Saver does have the +1 attack advantage, so if this game plays out for quite a bit longer, he is going to have a nice upgrade lead.
Ooh. He's going to get some free units as he force fields some Zealots out, but...
So his charge is finished up, and that is a very important upgrade in these mid-game PvPs. I wonder if Saver is actually going to go for some counter pressure here after losing his third base. He definitely could do something like that. That Archon is stuck. It's going to need a War Prism to get those guys out of here. Okay, so Snack going to grab his third base. He's getting his Forge, setting himself up for a macro game. Actually, I wonder how Saver is going to get out of his base. Snack actually has like a nice contain here. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah. It's going to be a slow parade of units straight into a decently sized army down here.
This is a good choice.
There it is.
I actually really like this. He's going to kill his gateway, give his units a little bit of an easier mobility to get out of here. And Snack going to back up.
Snack fortifying that third base that he's thrown down. This could be a good move for him to get a nice defensive position and gain an economy lead here.
Yeah, it's kind of really unclear who's winning here. Both players have advantages in different areas. Is Saver going to all in here, or is he going to take his expansion? It kind of looks like he might want to all in.
Yeah, I'm not... we do have a probe moving out to the lateral third there, so...
Saver has a very big Archon lead here, so that is going to give him quite a bit of an advantage, but we do have these shield batteries for Snack, so he's got to be careful. Great blink. Just kind of baiting him out down away from that shield battery, which is going to run out pretty soon.
Yeah, and Saver does have the option to just run the stalkers around and jump into the main base of Snack.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on Snack to make sure he can see where Saver's army is. Saver going to push in here really aggressive. Can he break him, though? There's a lot of shield batteries.
It looks
cast
like...
the overcharge? We have. The overcharge is not available right now.
Yeah, overcharge is on cooldown.
Oh, a nice little move here from Saver. Going to get those Zealots into the natural. Kill a bunch of probes. Force him to come down that ramp.
Snack just warps in his own zealots at home to defend.
Oh no, bit of a missed rally here. One Archon goes down. Yeah, good patience by Snack, actually. Really, really good patience here. Not overreacting to that Zealot run by at all. And Saver has started his Nexus, so he's not completely all in here, but it's definitely a very committed push.
Yeah, Worker's really even right now still.
Yeah, both players at one attack upgrade. Nobody actually committed to that +2.
Ooh, Saver dropping 2 Immortals into the main.
It's actually crazy how action-packed this game has been with multiple all-ins, and neither player is actually ahead after all of these trades. Although that being said, maybe Saver right now giving himself a small edge overall.
Yeah, Saver depowering a ton of structures there.
Let's not forget, he's also started his +2 attack, so he's investing a little bit more into the late game than Snack.
Yeah, Snack really being taxed with his multitasking here, showing some good control.
I'm trying to see what Snack has in mind next. That's going to tell us a lot about how this game is going to play out. Does he want to go for that +2 attack? It's looking like he is not interested in that. I actually think he might want to pull the trigger here. Really commit to a big all-in. And,
yeah, Snack's got a little bit of an army lead going in here.
There's no shield battery at this third base for Saver. And in fact, he's way out of position right now. Oh my god, get back. Get back right now. Oh, Snack getting the slight lead there. Getting into position. This is a crazy battle. There's so many
interesting fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, no shield battery for Saver going to play a really important role in this battle, but he might have enough. It's so close.
Saver's taking a tiny little edge here, but it's starting to even out.
Great target fire by Snack onto those Immortals. It does look like Saver coming out on top, though.
Yeah, another Warpin's going to help him hold just a little bit.
Man, what a crazy battle here. Great micro on both sides. Saver does come out ahead. And Snack going to tap out. Welcome back. We are in game number 6, possibly the last game of the grand finals here. In the bottom left, we have the purple Protoss. He's down 1 game here, so he needs to win this one to save his tournament chances. It is Snack.
And in the bottom right, looking to close the series out, our red Protoss hero is Saver.
And he's been looking really, really strong this series. He's going for another low gate gateway. Low ground gateway. This could be an expansion, but it also could be similar to his last game where he's kind of faking this macro play. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I was really surprised. Snack not able to capitalize on that earlier expansion for him.
Right, he went for that blink play. Not the strongest all-in. I think he actually might have been more successful with something like a 4-gate. But he did choose to go for the blink all-in. It didn't quite work out, so here we are. Actually, he still won that game, though, so kind of worked out for him in the end, I guess.
Yeah, no, Saver really jumping at the opportunity when Snack took that early expansion to just, you know, pound his face in a little bit and make sure he didn't get an advantage.
Yeah, definitely. That was actually a crazy game. Really back and forth. I think we had like 5 attacks back and forth. Completely insane. Saver isn't going for that expansion again. He's going for the 2-gate cyber. So he definitely has the options for some more shenanigans. And he also has a lot of chrono boost saved up yet again. So I wonder if he's going to go for that all-in. He doesn't have any proxy pylons, so probably just going to be some sort of macro play here.
Yes. He's got an idle probe sitting inside the main right now, so he could do something with that, but probably just going to throw down the pylon and head home here in just a second.
So Saber started up a double Adept, but he's chronoing Warp Gate, which is kind of giving me mixed signals here. Not exactly sure what he wants. Okay, a Stargate coming down. So kind of faking Saver out here, or Snack out here with the Chrono Boost on the Warp Gate. Not really intending on using that, I don't think.
And this, even with the slow zones, does have a really quick time natural or main to main with those air units.
Oh yeah, definitely. Great map choice for a Stargate build. Can these Adepts get some damage? They are scouted pretty early, so probably not going to get in.
Oh,
whoa. What is... I didn't not even notice this. That is not a wall. These Adepts are going to make their way into the main. Oh my god, what a mistake in the final, perhaps final game here. 3 probes going down. 4th going to be snagged on the way out. That's actually not too bad. If you remember in one of the previous games, we had like 10 work kills by 2 Adepts. So 4 significantly less terrible.
Yeah, but within the first 3.5 minutes of the game, Saver's spiked on that income advantage graph a little bit.
Yeah, definitely not going to want the beginning of the game to go.
He does have an Oracle soon to pop out, which could do even more damage to that worker line.
Oh no, is this Adept going to get back in? There's no probe blocking. At the very least, going to get a scout on this Twilight Council. Probably some extra probe kills as well. Not too shabby. Here we have an Oracle coming in. Round 2, as if those Adept kills weren't enough. Oh my god, this is so greedy. We have a Forge coming down behind this Oracle. As well as a Robo.
Shield Battery's going to buy him a little bit of time. He's already reacting to it. Going for the Stasis Ward instead. Really good option.
Good defense by Snack. Only a couple probes getting killed. Or stasis, rather.
Yeah, but those 4 are in kind of inopportune locations. We're going to disrupt that mining for a little bit here.
It's going to be very difficult for Snack to get any counter damage. He does have the blink, but Saver has went into a Robo transition. And it's not too easy to blink into the main on this map. So it's going to be very, very difficult to get some damage with blink. But, you know, maybe he can figure something out. Oh, this is really cute. So Saver has seen the Twilight Council. He's expecting some sort of blank attack. And he's thrown down some stasis in his main.
That's a really good option. I mean, if those Stalkers try and walk into his base, they're going to be trapped there for a substantial amount of time.
Yeah, honestly, a really 200 IQ play right here. I don't even think I've seen that in many pro games. But obviously a really intelligent use of the Oracle energy.
He is leaving his natural a little exposed to these Oracles coming in.
They do have a decent amount of energy too. Yeah, there's no defense here, so he should be able to snag quite a lot of kills.
Ooh, 8.
One Oracle gonna go down, but I think any Protoss would take that trade any day of the week. And
yeah,
Saver feeling really good about this game.
Snack looking to make a comeback, throwing down triple gateways on the other side of the map there.
Yeah, he's got to do something drastic, although I'm not sure this is the play. He's already very invested into the late game, getting his Forge and +1 attack. So it's going to be difficult to make something like this work, especially with a wall at the top of the ramp that Saver has.
Could this just be a delaying tactic?
Okay, the Oracle gets picked off, so there's no more vision for Saver out on the map, except for this probe in the middle. But luckily, Snack is actually going to the top of the map, so he's not going to pass this probe.
Yeah, Snack currently behind an army, but with these warp gates coming online, he should catch up fairly quickly here.
Okay, one problem that could be in Snake's advantage is Saver has no idea what's going on the map. Since he opened with Oracles, he has no sentries. And he's going to be forced to take his third base here without any vision, which means he's way out of position defensively. So if Snack can catch him off guard on the low ground, he could make a comeback here.
Some good blink micro pulling back.
Yeah, losing a couple stalkers though. He really needs perfect control here, and that's not quite it. Oh no, when the Archon lives, maybe he can blink after and snipe it. Nice. Great blink there. I think Saver should realize though that this is very aggressive and all in, and he doesn't really need to do anything insane. He just needs to defend here.
Saver ignoring your advice and throwing down his own proxy gateway in front of Snack's base.
Yeah, this could be a massive mistake actually. I think if we enter some sort of base trade, Snack going to be at a pretty big advantage with the blink upgrade.
Oof.
Some decent blinks there, picking off some units of Saver.
Snack really limited by his gas right now. He just now got his third and fourth gas up and running. That's going to help him out a lot with production here.
Oh no, he's going to get trapped here. He's going to have to blink in. But I'm not sure this is going to end up well for him. He's really choked in here. And a lot of stalkers are going to fall as he maneuvers through that little tight base area. It's also going to be very hard for him to get out of this position.
Yeah, he's going to go through the slow zone, but he's losing a lot of stuff right now.
And he really can't afford this. He's actually already in such a difficult position that any of these stalkers going down is just really, really problematic. It's looking more and more like Saver may be our grand champion here.
Yeah, the Warpin's in front of him. He's getting cut off.
Disaster. These stalkers getting sandwiched. And Saver is just really set up for this all, and he's got a nicely placed gateway, going to allow him to reinforce very quickly. And if Snack doesn't defend this, he is going to be out of the tournament.
Oh, man. Snack.
4 Immortals.
Not producing anything right now. Really waiting on that charge, hoping he can buy time.
Yeah, he's going to have to place a lot of emphasis on this overcharge. Great blink by Saver. It is risky, but he is able to snipe that shield battery, which is very important. And it looks like he has more units still. He's got some Zealots working in behind
more than
us
enough
as well.
to close this out.
Yeah, nice target fire as well on those stalkers.
Probe's coming off the line, but they're going to encounter a Archon there, and that's not going to go well.
And Saver going to take the grand finals 4-2. Wow, really well played. Best of 7. Congrats to Saver. He's going to have some awesome prizes to celebrate with. And yeah, it was a pleasure casting with you, Nav. That was a great series. Great finals.
Yeah, great to watch all these games with you and really look forward to it. Next month.
We'll be doing another one as well. Another King of the Squad Shang. So if you're interested in that, you'll definitely want to become a member or subscriber of the community. And yeah, just hang out, enjoy the games, and we'll see you guys soon.